All right, everybody. Welcome back to Super D&D Season 6, Episode 18. And it's been a bit since we've played with this group, kind of both groups, but we're back. And to kind of just recap briefly what happened last time, let me grab classic OG recap music. Last time, our heroes and horsemen had finally made it out of the Ishwathar prison, out of the Bit of the Cold, and had been making a trek towards where they knew that there were ships docked that they needed to rush towards to hopefully get away from detection, as well as the Shinigami envoy that had been sent there. However, upon investigation, a little stealthing and sleuthing by Ian, he had perceived that they would already made it there. The Shinigamis, maybe they've been there for a while, but they definitely seem pretty set up on the bridge that connected a small little island that housed the ships. So they took some time to prep as they weren't not detected. So Athena prepped some spells, they devised a plan, and then as they announced their presence, they enacted that plan. However, before the plan could entirely go off, they managed to actually do quite a good job slaying a number of the creatures, and then the spell went off, locking a lot of the Shinigamis in place. Ian did use another set of Scourger Demon Horns that allowed him to definitely tear into the back line of enemies, but however, many of the ships were lost. But in the end, even though there was a very close moment where it could have tipped to being quite bad, the party was able to stop that before it was able to happen. They were able to keep one ship, and they managed to get on it. Or right before they did, Jeffrey received a message from Arya saying that they were over by the Bloodsea villages, and that they were sending a giant metal dragon to come pick them up that would be able to contact them and fly them to that location. So, as you all board the ship, you begin to look around until you detect a sleeping version of Thea, sorta, not really. It's hard to say exactly. But after some wariness and trepidation, after removing some trackers and devices that connect the ship to the database, they managed to chuck that body of Thea into the abyss. And then as they were leaving, they get taunted by a much fiercer and Thea or at least more normal Thea that they're used to. However, they don't spend long as Jeffrey kicks the ship off and they begin flying away over the abyss. It's eerily quiet, even for Ambrose, who usually hears everything. But after a number of days, they land on the abyss, or over by the warring grounds, which they were told to get to. They managed to send Ian up to the top and portal them through, and then they are met with a demon lord that is very like a weird, awful jack-in-the-box that's face is covered by hands that can pop up out of these little stone boxes throughout the entire area, who's known as the warden, or at least the administrator, the person who keeps things in line, and tells them that they're welcome to pass through, but to keep honor bound, at least in some of their fights. However, that honor doesn't really last very long, as when Ian has the great idea of speeding all the way through the encounters, the area, there is this large tower that he realized that everybody was giving a very, very, very wide berth to. And then it manages to actually hit Ian and knock him down. He puts the portal down and everybody kind of step through as they realize this tower was actually a massive demon that other demons had killed, hollowed out, and turned into a high-powered laser. And that tower is now running at them as fast as it's able to. So I'd like everybody to drum roll. I can't do it more than one hand. Roll initiative.
He said the line.
I got you.
That's not
awesome.
Stop it, you're gonna get us copyrighted.
I'm sorry.
Oh.
It's fine.
It's the one that's streamed.
This is fine.
Um,
Personally, I thought it was gonna make the Minecraft bones noise, but
Oh,
didn't.
that's fair.
So,
All right.
oh wait, I have to find this on the thingy.
Famine. Is this true?
Ambush, why are you so big?
I will answer in
Why?
20
Your
business
thing
years.
was already on the map.
where?
Right there.
Oh, there we go.
Where?
Right
no,
there.
he isn't.
No, it's right there.
Right there. Use your perception.
He's not.
No, I know. I was just fucking with him.
Wait, I can't see my token now.
You don't need to.
Oh god.
Oh. I was
All
I was
right.
enjoying the
Don't
live
worry,
stream,
everyone.
but-
Famine goes last.
Are you? Why did I have to
Awesome.
natural 20 there? Jesus.
That's all right. You don't get to go first. Ian does.
I know. Followed
Really?
by war.
I get to go first.
No.
Yes.
I
No.
knew it.
Sorry.
Yeah. Or let's do. There you go. Okay. Let's get music.
War goes.
War does war things.
Yes.
War is a war.
There we go. A little loud. Hold on.
I can't wait to die to a giant tower.
Yes.
This is like some Titan shit.
A little bit. To give you guys a better description of what I was thinking was, I was trying to draw it over the last couple weeks and I failed because I cannot achieve what I want it to be. So I will give you a description of words as best I'm able. You see a very large, like barrel-chested creature that is a mixture of metal prongs, spikes, and chains all inside and around it, holding up a large, single-eyeballed creature with a large maw that has been split to the side. Large horns are what hold the head and allow it to turn by these handles and mechanical arms that have chains connected to these four-legged quadruped with large tail that is seemingly acts as a rudder to kind of move this creature. It is a awful display of morbid destruction and ingenious engineering. Because this creature, when it was alive, was very, very large. So now it is moving towards you as fast as it's able to. However, War has a couple of plans. He's going to summon two ends of a teleporter, chuck one over towards Ian, and then he's going to take out his gun and pop a shot, because he has no range on it, at the thing. Also, I believe last thing that happened, Ian was healed up by Ambrose.
Yes.
If I'm not mistaken. Okay, just want to make sure. Why am I scrolled up so far? What the heck? It does hit. It does the lowest damage, however, which is still 12-14. Okay.
2.
It's more than that. But then War is going to move. Get moved there. Okay, Ian's turn.
Okay. You know, I probably should have figured this out beforehand, but I just need to really quickly update. So, that's a long way.
Like
Can I do it without
2/3 of a mile.
without an inspired action? Usually, I'd have this I just know my max distance, but it's been too long. Okay, damn. I'm outside of the range. Could still, in theory, do it in one turn.
Oh
I'll get-
shoot! Actually, hold on.
Hmm?
Sorry, I completely forgot. 3 precogs at the beginning.
That goes, I believe, on initiative 20, isn't it?
No, it goes beforehand.
I believe that is not the case. Let me look. I thought it was initiative 20, but I'm gonna look.
I don't think so. Because I always did it before Ian. I mean, I can do it after. That's fine.
Perfectly honest, we've forgot most of the time recently.
Yes. Where
At
is
the
it?
start of combat on initiative 20.
Oh, fuck. Okay, never mind.
So it happens on your turn this time, technically before your turn.
Cool. I'll take it.
I think the logic of that is it's as soon as Athena can react.
Gotcha. Okay, that's fine. My bad. I take it back.
And let me just do this while you're waiting. Okay, you guys can see that, right?
Yeah.
The aura?
Yes.
That's the radius it can fire.
Oh no.
Dear God.
Oh, that's not too bad. See, we're not even in the radius. We can win this.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll just stay out of the radius and then continuously let War just
Pepper it from a distance, doing approximately
Exactly.
1,200 damage at a time. Alright, what are we doing, Ian?
Okay. I have a few ways that I can do this, but I think it's just easiest to run in a straight line and then overclock so I can run double, and that gives me enough. I will be in speed mode, but yeah, the combination of that allows me to be right over here.
Hell yeah.
And then I was given a teleporter thingy, Madoohicker.
Yep.
So I'll allow the boys to do that. So I'll activate it. And then can I just like get to a point? Because I have like about I'm in speed mode. I have about 20. I have a bunch of movement left. So can I get as far up this tower so that shooting me with its deadly laser eye would be near impossible?
Yes. Actually, where you are at the bottom, because the creature is kind of very, like, lumpy and falling apart just a little bit as the dead skin is rotted away, you're actually safest at the bottom of the tower.
Great. I will hop onto the side of it then, just so when it starts moving, it doesn't trample me.
Sounds good. Go ahead and roll
and
an
then-
athletics or acrobatics.
Perfect.
Not
I have advantage for any reason. Hang on. I just gotta make sure.
Yeah,
Ian, you're awesome.
you're an awesome.
Yeah. Nope. Can I try?
I'm gonna say, how many action points did you have?
I would have full action points. because I would use 10 to dash and then I'd overclock to get another 10 action points. And then I would have probably about like 4.
Okay. I'm gonna say that use 2. You could use one more attempt if you wanted.
Oh, hell yeah. There's no way I nat one again, right?
No. Much better in comparison. 7. I'm gonna say as you go onto it, you are currently on the tower on the side of it. You don't know how good of a hold it is, but you are on the tower.
That's fine. I can quick dash away if need be. Anyways, and then unfortunately now I'm gonna have to reaction into defense mode
Okay.
instead of just being able to cleanly switch because nat ones and whatnot.
Yeah. All right. So then the tower moves up.
Tower? How many turns does the tower have?
3.
What the fuck? Who authorized this?
Oh no.
You see Ian as it's charging forward, the ground is shaking. Ian, if he didn't have the robotic mind and balance that he does, this would probably be very disorienting because it feels like an earthquake is moving right next to him right now. Let me see.
Hey guys, we're in range now. Our strategy is not working out.
Really?
Well, pack it up, boys. We lost.
Yep.
Whoa.
GG's.
Why did I get so big all of a sudden?
Okay. Everyone. Go ahead and
Everyone?
not you. Unless you really want to.
No, I don't.
Go ahead and roll me a dodge or toughness if you're Jeffrey or Famine.
Is it one big projectile attack?
Awesome.
It is a one like giant AoE, yeah, AoE fireball like thing.
Am I able to reaction portal it back? It's a big portal.
I know it is a big portal. It is a massive thing, so I don't know.
Roll for it.
Yeah, I'm gonna say if you roll on a D4, if you roll a 4, yes. 3, I'll reduce the damage significantly. 2, a little bit. 1, no. So it's a sliding scale. Okay, damage will be reduced a little bit because you're able to catch some of the blast, but some of it goes around the portal. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, as long as I'm like getting most of it.
Also, I don't know if anybody noticed, but instead of Ambrose, I put Mop down on purpose. He was just sitting behind you guys.
Huh?
On purpose.
Uh-huh.
I wanted to see if anybody would notice the discrepancy, and nobody said anything about Mop.
Well,
We just assumed we had him.
yeah, I was just kind of hoping that we had a tactical silver mop.
That would be
Like-
Is he not there with us in spirit?
no. He's busy.
Oh.
Could he be there physically with us? Because
He's with us in our
I
silver
could use a
hearts.
guy to like come over here and just kind of
Mops,
suplex the
hey,
tower.
Goodbye.
I'm assuming what's happening is really big.
Yeah.
Oh, that's got to be why
Oh,
Mop's
no.
not
Is
here.
it only a toughness?
Toughness or dodge.
Ay,
Unless Cullen's changed the DC, you're not dodging.
I next to would.
It was a pretty high DC.
I had to roll a 15 or higher.
I don't know if this would help for Athena, but would mental or outward barrier help?
The mental barrier one or outward barrier would be able to help. Would be able to help it for yourself. It wouldn't necessarily catch all of it though.
Famine.
You know.
Remember, plus 15 for Jeffrey for Famine, so that actually makes Famine fail by 1.
Is this worth using my inspiration, huh?
You'd have to roll a
It's
12
the
or higher
first-
with
it's
Jeffrey's
the
plus.
first-
Oh, advantage. Advantage.
Oh, it is advantage.
Yeah, so you're good. And then Jeffrey still would get hit.
Alright, this is a high save.
Yeah, Famine is good, so he'll take half damage.
I rolled a 19.
And minus 100, they take 100 less damage too.
Yeah.
First time they're hit.
Okay.
Do we have a long rest at all, or no?
I mean, you should have, yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So, has everybody rolled? I need to roll for war, but other than that, has everybody rolled?
Sure.
Okay.
I think so.
Let me see if war has a reaction. He gonna die. Okay, so the total damage taken is 5,800. If half damage, half of 5,800 is can't do math.
That's not a number.
Yeah. 2,900. 2,900 is half damage.
So, what's the condition of only taking half damage?
You had to roll a 60 or higher.
Oh.
I see.
However, actually, wait,
on.
sorry. Let me reduce this a little more. So 5,800 or. Let me actually hold on. Don't put your health back if you have it. I'm gonna take minus 1,500. Makes it 4,300 divided by 2. So 4,300 is max because Ambrose was able to absorb some of it, or 2,150. And Kira,
Sorry,
you can.
So it was 40.
4,300, 4,300, or 2,150 if you succeeded, which is just famine.
Okay.
Yeah.
And famine, you take 100 off, so it's just 2,050 because you use toughness and Jeffrey
Athena,
reduced it.
don't worry about it.
Okay,
Minus
yeah.
2,000.
So Athena takes 150 still.
You know, that's better than being down.
Wait, did you roll a toughness? You did roll a toughness, so you take 50
I did-
because you get minus 100 even if you just have to use toughness around Jeffy.
like minus just.
Yeah, you just
Take
take 50.
50, okay.
Yeah, 50 is all you end up. Because actually, wait, hold on, wait, I can't do.
Oh.
Oh?
So yeah, Athena would take 2,050 because you took the full damage. Gets reduced by 2,000, so 2,050.
2,050. Okay.
Yeah. Everyone in your radius. Okay. 2,050 from Athena and 4,200 because of minus 100. So I think everybody's fine, right? Yeah, everybody's good.
I'm down.
Well, so no.
What?
Question.
Yes.
So we took how much damage?
4,300 is full damage.
4,300. But you said that it was reduced, and that was
No,
already reduced.
That
from...
I reduced it from 5,800. Ambrose took off 1,500 damage of that.
Gotcha. I am going to use my second reaction.
Okay.
To have that again on me.
Okay, so you will also take the 2,050 instead.
Gotcha.
Okay, so Ambrose is down, War is down, but everybody else is up. Remember, just down state 1 at the moment as well. Ian, you see that blast just rocket over you at your allies.
I'm sure they're fine.
Yeah. Just crater in the ground. But that will bring us to Athena's
Hey,
turn.
if I can take one, they can take one, right?
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Can I just aid Ambrose and get him up to 1 HP? No, I'm kidding.
I mean, you do have your precog, so you should pop real quick.
Well, yes. I'm gonna put one on Ian because he's right there. I'm gonna put one on Ambrose.
Okay.
And I'm also gonna put one on Heffrey.
Okay, Ian, Ambrose, and Heffrey.
And then I'm going to use precog on.
Is there somewhere I can read about downstates?
General actions and rules. I'll link it to you, so you have it again.
I'm gonna use it on Heffrey. Heffrey gets.
I'll just put it super deep
precog.
chat. Wait, Jeffrey has clairvoyance. Gotcha.
Clairvoyance. Sorry.
All right, clairvoyance. Jeffrey has the plus 14. Everybody else has plus 7.
And then I'm gonna use. We didn't long rest or short rest between this, I don't think, did we?
Between the Shinagamis and here, yeah, you did. It's been days.
We did. Perfect. Okay.
So you said downstate 1?
Or
is it
downstate 0. Downstate 0, yeah.
Okay.
Okie dokie. And then I'm gonna use. Where is it? He's a little too far for Darkness Culls.
Just a little bit.
Just a tiny bit. I'm gonna use Shadow Bolts. Nope, that's still. He is really far away.
Yeah, your shadow things have range.
Yep.
Your
I've
psychic
read
stuff
that,
is mostly sight based.
Yes. Do I feel that this thing has a mind or no?
It's a little bit hard to tell. I could let you use an action point and roll a mental or ingenuity to see if you can attempt.
I'm willing to do that.
Okay. Pretty easy DC. You're able to tell that the creature itself is not operated through a mental means. The creature is
Okay.
effectively a controlled corpse.
It's a husk. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
That's fine. Okay. Okay, cool. Then I'm gonna use. The last thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a shield of force.
Gotcha. I will say, you would have known that the damage taken before was, in fact, like it was demonic in nature and force in nature. Like a demonic force. So force damage, essentially.
Okay, then I'm also gonna make it demonic as well, and I'm gonna just say bludgeoning. I don't know what else there would be right now, so I'm just gonna go
trampling.
demonic force. Yeah. And I think that's it. I'm gonna just use it on myself for right now.
Okay.
How many people can it pick?
Shield of
No.
force.
Actually, it just expends an energy. Doesn't take any more.
Yeah,
of
and one
action
energy for
points.
one person. You can do more energy for more people.
That's fine, actually. I'm gonna put one on everybody.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 people, so 7 energy. Everybody would get it.
7, and then
So we all have what? We all have a
Resistance
shield
to
of
force and demonic bludgeoning.
1, 2.
Gotcha.
So only
I'm
4.
already resistant to. Oh wait, no, that's narcotic. Never mind.
Narcotic damage.
Narcotics? You're resistant
I mean,
to
he is
narcotics?
resistant to narcotics too.
Whoa, opioids. Anyways.
Necrotic. Sorry.
Okay. Yeah, no, it's just demonic force and bludgeoning. So I'm gonna give it to everyone, including Ian as well.
Yep.
Just for safety's sake. Not because I don't think I can trust you, but just in case. You never know.
I wasn't being upset. I was being like,
Pogging.
wow, I got the thing.
He was
I was
pogging.
pogging.
Oh, I didn't hear. I just heard the, and that was it.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
we just heard an R2D2 noise.
All right,
And then,
that is
Yeah,
four
I
action points.
and then, yep. Okay, I'm good. That's the end of my turn, I think.
Okay, okay.
Yes, we're good. Yep.
All right, that brings us to Ambrose.
Alright, well, there's not really anything I can do.
Well,
other
first,
than-
death save.
Well, I was gonna say stabilize myself.
That's true. Death saves happen at the start of your turn, remember. So before you do anything, it would be a death save. Which are good, so that would be one success that would put you in a +1.
Okay.
But to stabilize yourself, you won't go back out of the down state right now. But you will no longer have to roll, but if you roll like a natural, you can
that-
go up. You
that's
can only
fine.
go upwards.
As long as I'm not going down, that's all
Yeah.
I'm really going for because I have bad luck.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to stabilize myself with a life charge. I'm assuming I can just do that using a healing glance, which is
Yep,
just one
yep.
action point.
Yeah, easy.
And then I'm going to use softening field, which is my remaining 3 action points.
Okay. Nice. And I'm just gonna put the the radius, so it's affecting everybody right now except for Ian. So,
But I want to be affected.
well, everybody except for Ian and Jeffrey
Yeah, L. Jeffrey.
by like a foot. Okay. Cool. I believe that ends your turn for now, unless you wanted to move.
No, that's good.
Okay. That brings us to Ambrose.
Okay, well, what I'm going to do...
Cortez, your turn.
Yes, I already have what I'm gonna do in mind. I'm just making sure that I have a list of all the buffs that we have right now.
Mm-hmm.
Just so I...
Advantage and resistant to damage, and half damage if you're near Ambrose right now. So potentially quarter damage if you're near Ambrose.
Yeah, hey, I'm within Ambrose's range, so I'm fine. Right, cool. So we got those two. I don't have advantage because I don't think Athena gave me it.
That's right, you
Okay.
do not. You just
No.
you have
Okay.
+7 from clairvoyance.
Gotcha. Oh yeah, I think. So, what I'm gonna do is, first of all, I am going to decisive attack.
Okay, roll
So,
that d20.
Frick that thing having a second turn or third turn. I also have second turn. Boom.
All right, I got you. Didn't roll directly next to himself for once.
Let's go. All right. And then I am going to I'm going to go into demon metal density.
Okay.
And where is assuming Jeffrey is going to be our tank as usual,
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna give him a shield of light.
Nice, okay.
So now Jeffrey gets +2
Awesome.
to all physical saves, and 1/4 of the damage gets reflected back regardless.
Nice, okay.
And I think that's 1. So that's 1 extra point. 2, 5. Oh, I can do one more thing. I suck at math apparently. Cool.
Pleasant surprise, though.
I would like to use my last action point to see if, like, is there any visible, like, weaknesses on this piece of garbage?
Roll me a perception check.
Okay. I want to see if there's any, like, any hidden thing up.
As you look across the battlefield with a 29, with the bits of debris, small trenches, and rocks that clutter the way, it's hard to make out exact details with the dust being kicked up from the large tower monster. But there is bits of mechanical chains and metal and piping and spikes that are intentionally put into it to help it be controlled. So those could be weak points if they could be destroyed. Potentially. Maybe not destroying the laser, but definitely the movement. It's hard to tell any more details from the near half-mile
Gotcha.
distance you are away.
could I relay this mentally to Ian? Can I like send the signal or no?
I would say not right now. No. But
Okay.
next turn, potentially.
All right. All good. That ends my turn.
Alrighty. That brings us to the tower's turn. The tower is going to stay where it is. And is going to, let's see. I'm going to roll something. Okay. The tower is going to... Ian, you see the tower suddenly stop, skid to a halt, and then plant into the ground. And Ian sees the whole tower start to seemingly draw in power from the earth, like it's hypercharging its next attack. That'll
Yeah.
bring us to Jeffrey's turn.
I'm going to use magnetism. Metal shield.
Okay. Just in front of you?
Yes.
Okay, okay. Metal shield, popping those two up in front of you, giving you guys some cover. Sounds good. Remember, also the little red dots I've put near you, and the one way on the other side of the map is the teleporter that is active. And one when I get through the teleporter. Gotcha. So one kind of covering the teleporter from one side, and then the defense from the other side. Gotcha. Gotcha. Do you want to move through the teleporter?
Yes.
Okay. Move you across map. You wind up there. Perform Harden. Okay. That's 5 action points.
Sorry, what did I miss?
Jeffrey's doing some stoofs.
Okay.
And the tower seems to be charging up for a hyper attack.
Sweet, I'm so excited.
Okay. Cool. Jeffrey says a quip that we can definitely hear in exactly Jeffrey's voice right now. Nice.
Dear God.
That's so anti-Jeffrey. All right, Cortez's second decisive attack.
This is his
All
voice
right.
when he's metal form hardened.
Sounds completely
What-
different.
This is definitely a little out of character, only because I have no idea what tactics are. Would it be smart to just attempt to move everyone to where Jeffrey is right now, like use the teleporter, so we're like a lot closer?
Medium.
Jeffrey's closest to the portal, but War does have the portal set up that would allow you to basically bamp all the way over there, which, while isn't particularly close, it's a lot closer.
Okay.
And it feels like this fight, like, I would say to Cortez, this fight feels more advantageous the closer you are. Because this creature has to
Gotcha.
turn and swivel, and the angle becomes much more harsher to turn the closer you are. It doesn't feel like you're winning this range game at the moment.
I see. Well, if that's the case, heroic action.
Okay.
So, I am going to temporarily go into Celestial Metal Agility.
Okay.
Just so I can get everyone through the teleporter and onto the other side. Because I know we have 2 downed right now, so I want to be able to like assist in like making sure they get all through the teleporter.
Okay. I can do that. Is that what you're hoping to do for your turn?
Yep, that I just want everyone to be within close range of each other because everyone has some very unique buffs when we're in close range. And if possible, I'd like to go back to Demon Metal Density as soon as I'm done.
Yeah, easy enough to do. Boom, you got it. Cool. Done.
Thank you.
Okay. The creature is gonna turn its head. Ian, you hear this crunching sound as the head now is facing backwards. Where it's
Oh no.
unnaturally able to do so. And it's because of the positioning now, it's going to see the wall that Jeffrey's put up, which will give, I think it gives 3/4 cover, correct? Or does it give full cover?
I think it was 3/4.
25, 80 foot, 100 foot, 3,000. 60-point damage on hit, dismiss for free. One action put refresh wall health, burning resolve on the wall of reaction to make it take no damage on the start of Jeffrey's next turn. Leftover damage can hit the target behind the wall. Okay, that's good for me to know. That's what I think is working. It's gonna still try to fire through, so it has to burn through 3,000 points of damage first before it can hit any of you. And it also has, you guys have resistance to the damage it's doing and half damage to what it's done. So you guys probably will at least take some chip damage, but Jeffrey's gonna burning resolve it though, which will just make it. Jeffrey's just able to concentrate and keep the wall up. Is that what you'd like to do as the hypercharge attack is coming in? Just want to confirm. Okay, he's down to 2, but you see Jeffrey sees it and kind of bends the wall to like this half dome globe shape as it just gets red hot molten metal for a second, but Jeffrey's able to keep the wall up and no damage comes in at all as that hypercharge attack goes through, which let's see, 58 58 times 2, that would have been 11,600 that Jeffrey just negated. All right, that brings us to Famin's turn.
Oh, there I am. I was like, where am I?
You're under Jeffrey.
Underneath Jeffrey's token.
You're hiding.
There we go.
How far away is this? That's not too far.
You might have to dash a couple times.
Oh. Wait. 4, 3. Don't suppose anyone has a spare limb?
Not at the moment.
Where's my movement speed? I have elected this so far. Oh! Yeah, plenty of movement speed. That's great.
Yeah.
Is this a rock
Wow.
up here? Or is
Which one?
this
Not see where you're picking.
oh, sorry. This space
Yes,
up
that is a big rock. Big old rock.
Pick up the rock and throw it.
Oh, bad.
You're strong enough to do that, right?
A 200-foot across rock that's like 150 feet tall. It's embedded into the ground.
Famin's strong enough. He's a final boss after all.
Man, I
Famine
really
is
should have
true.
invested in a ranged attack. Like, at
Why-
least one.
Why range when you could run?
I can run. And you know what? I'm gonna run. So that's 300 movement speed.
Okay.
Come close.
And it's 2 action points to dash, unless you have an ability that allows you to do it for 1.
Let's see. So, this is still a demon, right?
It is a very rotted corpse of a demon, but yes.
I mean, run means still me.
Mm-hmm. For you, absolutely.
Famine.
Yeah,
Awesome.
let's go ahead and dash.
Okay.
Alright, what do we got here? So that leaves me with 4 action points.
Mm-hmm.
So I need. It's very good. Thank you. Alright, I am gonna use it soon.
Okay.
Mostly to try to get those plus 500 points.
I'm gonna say you are able to just nom on the creature, as the creature is not really what the DC is saving for. You bite a piece of the flesh off, you get plus 500 points. Creature is immune to exhaust, because it's
That's
dead.
And I
Yeah.
still have 1 action point, so let's try to farm a little more of these. I'm just gonna do a Hungry Claw.
Okay.
And then I will end my turn going into the Famine.
It does hit, and you go into famine. Okay. Flat 600 damage. Okay. War needs to make a death save. He natural 20s. He's back at 1 HP.
Let's go.
Awesome.
He's at 1 HP, baby. Also, Jeffrey, it's a really good thing you did the wall and made it not, because that double damage, even on a success with softening field, there's a chance it still killed War. But he's up, and then he's going to attempt to pull Athena back if she's willing, not like aggressively, but like he just goes, stand by me.
Yes, sir, Mr. War, sir, sir,
He's-
man, sir, yes.
And he's gonna put a force field dome around you guys.
Yes, sir,
You-
Mr. Man, sir.
You, Ambrose, and himself.
I salute him.
Okay. Hold on, it's a little bit bigger than that. Why is it not doing what it's supposed to? I think it's just hard to see. Let's just go. It's close. It's very close proximity to each other right now, but you're in a force field that, unless sound damage and certain other damage comes in, it's been pretty effective.
This is fine.
But as he does that, he's going to... he can't do that one. He's going to summon... He's going to summon a... You know what? Actually, I'm just going to say he's going to shoot it one more time. He doesn't have the action points to do it, everything he wants to do. So he'll shoot it right before his thing comes up. So still the first one, but 12-15 will hit. So minus that damage, and that brings us to Ian.
Who's that?
Me
Never heard of him.
neither.
Okay. Well, then I guess I
Ian,
can just skip
you're a
his turn.
dumbass.
Yeah?
I don't like this copy paste.
Ian, you're broke. That's the new copy paste.
I'm not broke.
The
Someone get a
economy.
handyman and fix him.
Okay. Now that I have reinforcement,
Yeah, Famine's over there, and allies are nearby.
now we can go in. And by go in, I mean is there like any way that I could see how to get in?
From passive glance, like not using a roll, no, you do not see anything. If you want to use an investigation check, to try to search around using one action point, you can.
Yeah, I'll give it a go.
Okay. I'm going to say you do not find anything. There's a lot of places where the flesh is like looser in places, but nothing that tells you this is how they're getting in and out.
It's the butt. Go through the butt.
But there are metal pieces that clearly go through it, like piping and chains and cords and things like that.
Okay. What if I start like pulling and ripping up these chains and pipes and stuff?
Okay. Chain, pipe, metal spike, or tubing, or wires. You have different options, different DCs. Some are harder than others.
I'll take the chains first.
Okay. Chains are going to be, well, tell me how Ian would try to break or destroy these chains.
Can I get just like a little bit of a description on the chains, just so I can
So
like how thick?
each chain length is about the length of his body,
Okay.
and they are very heavy, some blackish red demon metal.
Okay. I will. You know, I might not be best suited for the chains. But when has that ever stopped me? I will just try and cut through them with Cyborg Slash.
Okay, a high concentrated cyborg slash. Go ahead and roll me just a cyborg slash. We're mainly looking for high damage because you're not trying to roll a hit here.
3. So I get heavy in theory, right?
You could heavy, yeah, you could heavy. Okay. 1,022 damage. Does cut through one of the chain links. This chain link, I'm going to say in particular, based on where you were towards the base on that side, is connected to one of the legs. So now one of the legs no longer is operable for movement anymore. Its movement speed has been reduced.
Cool. Well, as much as I'd like to do more of that, I'm not going to.
It's a start. It's a start. Ian's making some progress. Does he say anything or do anything as he is literally like laser cutting?
I would, but I don't think Famine would hear me.
You could shout. Megaphone.
I also don't know if Famine's there because I'm on the other side.
Fair.
I can hear pretty well.
So I will not say anything.
Okay.
I will just start moving toward another chain.
Gotcha. Ian is still held on. Famine, I believe, was not held on at the moment. So, Famine, you do get an attack of opportunity as the tower gets up and slides over here.
Oh shit! Hey, Famine.
Do you want an attack of opportunity on it?
Yeah, why not? Well, so we're second. Alright. Ignore those. What do we got here? You know, I'm not gonna get this chance for a little while, so I'm gonna do this to heal.
Hungered Fuel. Okay, fair. Does hit. And you heal for the damage done, so 606. And does 606 damage. Not bad. Just like ripped a piece out of it as it went by. Just. Then the tower is going to fire down at this guy's over there. I actually need to check a radius though, because it might be too close now. It's not. It is like just outside of the radius to not blow itself up. which would be hilarious. So that means Jeffrey, Cortez. Yeah, Jeffrey and Cortez are the only people that have to actually make the save because the other three are in the force field.
Let's go.
Reaction to move the shield? Okay. Yeah, absolutely. I got you.
Never mind.
And it's still up because your turn hasn't passed. So Jeffrey's like sees it out of the corner of his vision quickly, like this large tower quickly dart around to the side, and Jeffrey into the shield, taking no damage as well, and that will end its turn. That will bring us to Athena with Ambrose on deck.
Okie dokie. Did we see Ian doing any of that or hear any ripping of the chains?
The only person that knows actually the moment is Famine and Ambrose, because Ambrose could hear it, and Famine could see Ian now, but Ian has been the other side the whole time.
Cool. I just didn't know if we could hear like the breaking of chains or something.
Not at the
Anyways.
moment. You hear like chains jangling around, but the whole thing is jangling change.
We love that. Okay. Well, Shadow Force is gone, but I'm gonna put it back up on those that are outside of the force field.
Okay. So 3 energy for the people you can see.
Yes. Oh, that's Darkness Calls. That's not the one I wanted. Hold on. Cancel.
Darkness calls.
Where the fuck was it? Oh my god. I know where it is, but I don't know where it is.
Shields, under shields. Energy.
Oh, yes. Hold on.
You're in the darkness category.
This is
darkness section. I believe you want a shield.
I'm looking in the
Energy.
wrong section again. I'm looking in the restricted section.
Athena, what the hell?
Don't ask me, sir.
I like how when he
That's
says
not me,
Athena,
bro.
he has such a lisp. Athena.
No, it's in the magic section. I'm sorry. It's in the magic section. Beep. Pew.
Okay.
Pew.
Same
Oh,
damages,
goodness.
I'm assuming.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
So Famine, Jeffrey, Cortez. Use 3 energy, 1
Um,
action point.
Clairvoyance is still up.
Mhm.
That's per usual, but I'm going to use Energy Sight.
Okay.
I want to see what this thing is running off of.
You can see now that it is running off of demonic energy mainly, but there's also a bit of practical engineering and mechanics, and there are 4 other demons inside
Oh.
that are
Okay.
operating it. You can't tell. You can only sense the auras of 4 other demons.
Okay. So, okay. And the thing is actually pretty close, so I can feel their minds too, correct? The demons?
You can vaguely, but it seems like there might be some sort of shielding on the outside of the corpse, magic or otherwise.
Okay. Okay, it gives me an idea. I can't really use my inspired action now, but this is fine. I will do it later. What I will do though, because this shit's actually close for once. No, it's still not that close. God damn it!
You're also in a force field. I don't know if that changed anything.
Slightly. Okay,
Wait,
I'll
if
just.
you use energy sight inside of a force field, does that just flashbang you?
It might. I'm just so used.
Annoying flashbang.
I'm just so used to being flashed by Ambrose. Athena just like naturally puts on energy sunglasses.
She puts on her aviators that are a little cracked at this point.
She's got little goggles on.
I would say, yeah, it probably would have a glow, but Athena's mainly looking for color signatures anyway, so she can kind of vaguely
Yeah.
see them through it. But that is very
Uh-huh.
funny to think about. Hold on. Ah!
Flashbang activated. Oh,
Think fast, Chuckle Nuts!
Okay, well, I will do precog again,
Okay.
as well on 3 people.
3 action points, 3 energy, or
This-
1 action point, 3 energy, 3 total action points to use.
Technically 1 energy.
Oh, just.
Technically. Because I'm doing it on 3 people, and then because everyone's so close to me, it just brings it down to 1 again.
Oh,
Anyways.
that's right.
Aha! Pay attention.
Mental magic.
Mental magic. Actually, it's mental math.
Shit.
But I'm gonna put it on Ian again.
You
I'm
cannot
gonna
see
put it
Ian.
on. No, I can because of energy sight. You ass.
That's right. You can see him.
Fuck you.
Whoa,
Bro.
hostile.
Bro, hurt my feelings. Disadvantage. You get it?
Good thing I'm not doing
what the
anything.
hell?
You stay out
Far,
of this,
man.
Jeffrey.
Too far.
My energy sight allows me to see the fourth wall. Okay.
Over there.
I'm gonna give it to Cortez, and I'm gonna give it to Jeffrey.
Okay.
Wait, so just to clarify, what did I get?
Advantage.
Precog.
Precog.
Okay.
You still have clairvoyance technically as well.
Yeah, with the energy
so-
sight active now.
Yes.
Yo, that plus 10 is gonna go crazy on my
Well-
damage only roll.
You get. Oh, it is a plus 7, isn't it? Oh my god. I'm forgetting everything.
Actually, isn't it plus
No, it's a
14
plus 7.
actually?
It's plus. Well, does Jeffrey have the
Oh.
plus or
No,
does
it's 14. It's 14 on Jeffrey, 7 to other
Okay.
allies.
Yeah, again. Still gonna go crazy on.
Well, not all of them are just damage rolls. Some of them are like athletics. Some of them are like, depending on how you go about them, you can get different rolls.
Mm.
But yeah.
Okay.
Be right back. Need a moment.
Okay. Gotcha.
That's okay, Jeffrey. You take a moment, alright? Other than that, I think that's all I can do at the moment. But Athena's got some plans in mind.
Okay.
Because the thing is still so far away.
This is to Ambrose. Roll another death save to see if you go up one. You can't go
Sure.
down because you're stabilized, but going up is good. Well, glad you can't go down.
I told you stabilizing myself was a good idea.
It was, yes, it was. So you're still in down state +1, so your all other effects are fine though.
Alright. And I mean, there's not really too much I can do right now, so I'm just gonna give War a good old helping hand.
He varies
and
much
call it a
appreciative.
day.
And then plus. Yeah.
D400 will be added on his turn.
Yeah. Alrighty. That brings us to Cortez.
All right, since I got a advantage, might as well just use that.
He accidentally trips and falls to the portal.
Oh no. I'm gonna just peer over Jeffrey's shield,
Okay.
and I'm gonna just bang, bang, bang.
Just at the creature itself.
Yeah.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3.
And that's a nat 20 on the first one. Let's go.
Yeah, they all hit. So minus 75.
And because I'm in demon mineral density, all my damage is double.
Yeah. Yeah, doing that in right now. However, it's like there's a couple darkened spots of where you hit it, but it
Mhm.
doesn't really seem like it's doing much to the outside
Yeah,
of such
it
a
doesn't-
large creature.
So it's not weakened to radiant at all.
No, it's just like a corpse that it's just like burning slightly. But it seems like it's such a big and robust creature that like direct damage to it is doing something, but it's just like upper layers of skin are flaking off essentially.
Okay. Well, I got information out of that, so
Mhm.
that's good. And I will end my turn there.
Are you dropping back below the shield or are you staying above it?
No, I'm behind the shield. My bad.
Okay.
Pretty clear, but-
Gotcha. All right, that brings us to the tower's turn. It is a little confused on what the shield is doing now. So you see the head kind of click and crack. You know that like the machine of like the, but mix that with like how you have the cracking of bone. So it's
Got my bones in
as
my
it
bone.
and it turns to look at Famine.
Oh boy.
Famine, I need you to make me a toughness save. with a +7. You have to beat a 60. Okay. Reaction. Any ability is a reaction. All right, go for it. What are you gonna do?
I don't suppose I could use consuming maw to just eat myself and disappear.
Eat yourself and disappear. Probably not.
Worth a try. All right.
While it's an amazing
Cinnamon Toast
visual,
Crunch
probably
commercial be
not.
Like,
Let's see. Skeletons aren't gonna help.
You have
Wait,
of
A,
eating
S
things. You
comes in
could
hands.
summon a consuming maw to eat the blast for you and then explode. I'd allow that.
That sounds awesome. Let's do that.
So as Famine gets all of a sudden singled out by this large blast, erupting out of the ground in front of him is the large skeletal maw that just kind of eats the massive blast, glows for a second, crumbles, and then shrapnel flies all around Famine, but he is uninjured. All right, that will end Famine's turn. Or not Famine's turn, the tower's turn. And that puts us to Jeffrey's turn. Caroline came in to say hi, and she's like, what the fuck is happening? Jeffrey.
Famine immune to shrapnel.
Jeffrey. Bird action is going to shatter all the metal in the creature with my magnetism, sending them off like metal shard bombs. He has clairvoyance. Okay, I like it.
Ooh.
Go ahead and roll me a concentration or focus, as well as a magnetism to start.
I will use magnetism.
39 plus 14, which would be 53, and then 45 plus 14 would be 59. Okay, pretty good rolls. So as Jeffrey focuses on this creature, kind of using that metal and feeling it, it's a dense and very tough metal, as Jeffrey's kind of noting. A lot of the materials here either have to be or just naturally are very robust. But as Ian, you were kind of clung on the side of the tower, you see the chains start to move and start to thrash about for a second before they almost like shrink and condense and then all of a sudden expand and explode. I'm going to say it's a close call for Ian, but because of a slight warning of the movement of the metal moving unnaturally, Ian knows to duck. But I will say Ian won't take any damage, but he has to dive off of the creature to not be, unless you want to stay in explosion and possibly take some damage.
You know, when you put it like that, no, I think I'm good.
Okay, so the metal starts to explode. The creature wobbles a little bit, and you see the head starts like just kind of lolling backwards and then to the side, and the legs kind of fall. Now the creature that was rigid and upright is like I realize what I'm describing, and it's kind of just goes limp a little bit,
Good sir.
a little wobbly.
Guys, it's cold, guys. Don't worry.
Watch your profanity.
Actually very warm here.
Nah, it's cold. Trust.
All right. So Jeffrey has disabled the tower at the moment. So on its turn, it's going to fire at the ground in a random direction.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Let me see. Let me roll a D8. I'm going to roll a cheese D8 just in case for Jonas. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Fires at the rock.
Awesome.
It ends up hitting this rock over here, which hilariously hits Jeffrey Cortez and Famine because of the explosion radius.
My reaction move 5 feet.
You can reaction dash to move your movement speed, but
Wait, actually?
yeah, because it's any action as a reaction, which common actions count as a reaction. Or count as an action.
Can you move the radius of that explosion again?
If it hit here,
I can, as long as I'm not dead center, I can outrun this explosion.
Yeah, which is crazy, as long as you have a reaction to do so. Which, you have 5 more, I think, right?
I have 4 more.
4 more. Yeah, so you could use one and use to just pop out to the side if you wanted. Or move close to the target, whatever you want to do. Yeah. Alright, so just Jeffrey and Cortez will have to make a toughness save 60. You'll have advantage, Cortez, and plus 15 because you're near Jeffrey. Minus 100 damage. Oh,
Right. Ooh,
he has advantage at least.
he has advantage.
You both have advantage. Plus 14 would make it a 50, which is 10 lower than the DC.
This is still probably my better roll.
You have a plus 7, which would make it a 56, which is 4 lower than the DC. So you both take 5,800 damage.
No.
Why not? It's fun.
Because, first of all, Jeffrey has a shield of light.
Okay. Jeffrey
So
will
he has a
take.
plus-
He has a plus 2 to physical saves.
Does the plus 2 help at all for him? Or...
It does, but he's still 8 lower than the DC.
Damn. Okay.
And a quarter of it does
anyways,
get reflected
1/4
back,
of the
though.
damage gets reflected back anyways.
So that's it. Okay, let me add that up.
And I have
15.
double damage.
I don't think that double damage stacks
Oh,
because
does
it's not
that not
because
double
not
damage?
your damage being done.
Oh. Okay, I guess that's fair. Yeah. That makes sense.
So 1450 damage it takes to itself.
Cool.
Softening
All right,
field
so
and metal form
softening-
harmony.
yeah, I'm looking at this.
Let me calculate that down a little bit.
Yeah, softening field is half damage, and then we
Yeah,
have the
half
shield
damage from
Athena.
Ambrose, and then the shield from Athena got reactivated, so that's another half. So you guys also would take 1450. Well, actually, minus 100 for each for Cortez would be 1350. And if you, yeah, so 1350 for Cortez, 1450 for Jeffrey.
Let me.
And metal form hard.
I'm
yeah. Hard. Yeah, you would get so half of 1450 is 725. So you guys are all right.
So Jeffrey's fine, right?
Yeah, he just like I got hit by a rock. Kind of.
Yeah, I'm gonna just like not take any of that.
Okay. 2000 minus 1450. You have 550 left over on the shield.
No.
Okay. That ends its turn. That brings us to Famine's turn. We managed to basically just duck under the blast, duck under the rocks, and just kind of skid forward as you race towards it. The
And
floppy
it's
tower.
still facing the rock, right?
At the moment, it's kind of like bouncing back and forth. Like the blast happened to be aiming at the rock, and it's just kind of like a weeble wobble, like the things that don't fall down. You know those things. They kind of just bouncing back and forth like that at the moment, because the base is seemingly heavier than the creature.
Okay, wait. So
It's like flopping back and forth erratically.
the creature is on top of the base.
Well, it's part of it, but the base of the creature is seemingly heavier.
So
It got a
I'll just say what
downturn.
I'm thinking then. I'm thinking would Field of the Starved be able to just on a hand just sort of stop it from turning?
Okay. Reach as skeletal hand, reach out of the ground and try to grab any creatures that you do not deem as allies. This essentially does a grapple. It would have to be an inspired action, or actually not. I would say not for Famine. It doesn't have to be a full inspired action. It just has to be a roll associated to Famine to make a big enough hand to effectively grab the base of the creature. I know the visual you're creating right now, but still, I'm allowing
It's a
it.
bit much.
The large skeletal hand is grabbing the floppy tower. If you want, go ahead and roll me a concentration.
Oh, is
or
it just one
focus.
hand?
Well, I'm saying if you wanted 2 hands, but it would normally be a
Well,
lot of small,
I
tiny
just assumed
hands.
it was a typo because it says field at the start. But I was imagining like a
Yeah.
whole field of like
Yes.
normal hands.
That's what it is normally, but that's usually to grab smaller creatures, and you could hold
Right.
this creature still, but that would do nothing for you. Because you're trying to hold the base, which normal small hands wouldn't do so. I will allow
No,
you
that-
to do something different, as saying like these hands are combining. Wow, no consent from Famine. All right, Crow.
Alternatively, I could just keep eating it.
You could try to figure out how to get inside, or try to. It's up to you.
Well, if I keep eating it, surely I'll get inside eventually.
I mean, sure, but that's like eating a piece of bread, one breadcrumb at a time.
Buckle in, boys. It's gonna be a long night.
Bam is gonna be full as hell.
Oh, you know what? This makes for a much better visual. The greedy hand. There we go.
Gotcha. Okay. This is the larger hand.
This is the large hand.
And technically, this is a ranged attack if you think about it.
That is true.
It's more like a spiritual weapon-esque thing, but you see the hand does go out. I would say roll me an athletics. If your athletics in place of the hands. See if you can control the weight and width of the tower, which it absolutely can do. As you see the large skeletal hand reach up and kind of grab it right beneath the head of the top of the tower.
Are you sure it isn't just a giant penis?
It is not.
That's what we're all thinking.
It feels like a giant's penis.
How would you know? Have you smelled any giant penises before?
Only Caro's.
It
Yes.
does. Arrows.
Caroline ever watches this back one day? Anyway, Famine, well done.
It is just a giant titan penis.
Nice.
Wrong play.
Yeah, this is just the penis of the creature. The rest of it is under the ground.
Guys, we figured it out. We're geniuses.
Oh my god, you
Lord,
guys.
Lord have mercy, I'm about to bust.
Famine, does that end your turn?
I have one more action point, so I guess I'll walk up and ship it or something.
Okay.
You so much heal.
Alright. Very good. You're able to hit it. Doesn't really have the ability to resist it anymore. So, a little bit more damage. I will end your turn. War is going to see if they can investigate to see if there's any better openings that they can form allies of. What's his plus for investigation?
Be right back. Need a moment.
He looks at the tower, the creature, and he points to a spot that is now where one of the chains previously held, just right about the neck, like a large collar. And he just calls out towards Ian and Famine. There should be a sizable opening towards the top. That will end his turn.
Are you sure it isn't a penis?
It's whatever your imagination desires. So if you desire a giant demon penis, that is up to you. I am choosing to imagine something else.
I like the idea of a giant penis with a face.
You know? I guess we'll see what Caroline draws in 30 years from now.
I can't wait to color it in.
It'll be...
I get to add
you have to
the
scroll
heat.
down to see the whole thing.
It's just one visual scroll is the whole tower.
It's
That's the
literally
episode.
just one episode. It's like
It's the vertical webtoon format. And
I
it's just
can't
it's one
wait
page. That's the whole
for it to be
comic.
the only thing that I color realistically.
It's painted. Anyway, Ian, you have been given information that you could get inside. If you want.
Oh fuck! I can get inside.
Yeah.
Like the boys.
That's hot. I want to get inside.
Okay. Roll me in athletics or acrobatics.
I don't. How are you getting inside the penis?
Not a penis!
With
The
skill.
opening at the top, Moogle.
Oh!
We discussed that.
Yeah.
There's a term for that, but that's not what he's doing.
He's a catheter?
No.
No. That would be weird.
He might castrate it in a second, but no.
I'm gonna shut up now.
What?
Ay, ay, ay. Don't worry about it, Poke. You'll learn about it when you're older.
I know what we're talking about. I'm just my brain is like, how did we get like this far?
Blame
How did we
Zood
get here?
and
How
Jonas.
did this happen?
What?
You're the one that was talking about the.
'Cause I could
structure going
feel-
a limb.
I could feel you guys thinking about it.
What did
I
I
don't
do
think a
though?
single person was thinking about it. I think it was only you.
No,
I-
I could
Thinking
feel
about
you
it?
thinking
Lying.
about it.
I would be lying if I said it didn't cross my mind.
Exactly.
I don't know what we're talking about.
Anyway, Jonas, what the fuck are you
The
doing?
penis.
I'm getting inside, bro, and I rolled my acrobatics.
Okay,
You
okay.
haven't told me if I've.
Yes, you have.
Succeeded
You
or
are.
not.
You're inside.
All right, what do I see inside?
You see, roll me perception.
Dude, is it dark?
I mean,
I don't want to roll perception. I'm ass, bro. Oh,
That's pretty
like the
good.
best roll I could have done.
alrighty. So as you are entering in through here, you see that there's actually like there was probably a lot of metal on the inside as well as the outside, and it seems like whole scaffolding structures, computers, other chains and pulleys, as well as 4 very disoriented, confused, and injured-looking demons that are much, much scrawnier than most other demons you've seen in the area. They're kind of like bleeding and trying to get a semblance of control back. It's not going very good.
Good day, buddies.
Ah, yeah, fuck.
It's a nice tower you got there.
Ah. They shout something in demonic. It's
I
probably
don't
fuck
speak
you.
the language. So put him up. Put him up.
You see a couple of them try to reach for some guns that are not that operable.
Can I just like be faster to the guns?
Does Ian want to kill these people, or does he want to spare them?
I mean, I have no intentions of killing them yet.
Okay.
I
mean, they're going to try to attack you. Ian's kind of getting the vibe of, but you don't think it will be that effective. These people could surprise you, but it seems like their whole defense was that
listen,
tower.
intelligence-based character, you know.
Yeah.
Um,
They are basically artificers in the demon world. High-level artificer.
yeah, I don't know. I don't really want to kill him. Doesn't seem fun. But
mean,
then
you-
again, I guess this is the battlegrounds, so they won't really die, right?
Nope, they'll just be reset.
In that case, yeah, I guess why not?
So Ian pops
No one
down.
towers me.
And that will end combat.
Hurrah!
So-
we did it, boys.
So as the tower eventually stops wobbling around, Ian is able to reemerge if he prefer.
I will reemerge victorious.
And since combat is over, Ambrose, you're able to stabilize yourself. Like more than just,
I can heal.
yeah. Because you're able to take a moment, rest. Everybody's back to full. But yeah. You see as you're finishing the fight and Ian's kind of stepping back down, you see a square off in the distance where the Jack in the Box demon. It says in all of your heads in your own voice, "Well done. That is a very tough demon in this area. One of the top. They were contemplating challenging myself. But it's good to know that they never would have stood a chance. Impressive display." And then they seem like they're about to retreat back into the box and appear somewhere else. All right. With that, we are unfortunately going to be down a cure for the rest of the episode. But what are you guys doing? Jeffrey's going to kind of go over and inspect a little bit and just be like, "So, the dead?"
I mean,
Appears to be.
I can neither confirm nor deny. Yeah, I killed him.
Okay, good. So, where we go from here?
Great question.
Are you finished with that?
What? Jesus. Knock yourself out.
You need to remember that all source of organic matter is sustenance to famine.
Yeah, I guess I just didn't think about it.
He just starts chowing down on it.
This metal might be useful to you, Jeffrey.
Maybe a few shards I can grab. Let's see. Roll his ability to gather some shards.
Can he only gather a maximum, or can he gather as many as he wants?
He can gather only a maximum because they're like, if he takes the time to gather, they're essentially just like higher damage ammo.
Gotcha.
He's gonna use a couple metal ammos. Find a total of 89 shards. Nice.
Nice.
I'm just gonna put in notes, and he can put that later. Okay, so what else you doing? What's the plan, Stan?
I mean, we were supposed to meet the people at the other end of the what is this, the battlegrounds?
Warring Grounds.
Warring grounds, my bad.
Yeah, battlegrounds. Call of Duty.
Listen, I got grounds.
Where's our rough destination again?
You're pretty sure you had to. Oop, hold on, it's on the circle still. You're pretty sure you had to get over here somewhere.
Yeah. So
Okay.
we would just continue in that direction then.
Yeah, absolutely.
And just as a reminder, how far ahead of schedule compared to the other group did you say we were?
I mean, they said from Arya's message they'd be over there in like 4 to 5 days, and you guys, if you are over there like today with Ian just kind of sprinting across on his own again, if you wanted to try for that, you'd probably be a day or two ahead of schedule. If you kind of stay as a group, you'd probably be there a couple days after they are supposedly arrive.
So it's almost better for Ian to go ahead.
Assuming there's no other towers that shoot him out of nowhere. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna possess Ian's scarf so I can go along with him in case something does happen.
And if he takes a transporter, I mean, that's not too bad either.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We can still walk and maneuver.
Mhm.
What do you guys
Yeah,
wanna
I guess.
rest in at?
I guess race car mode activated.
Can I oh, I don't know if I can do this while he's out of my line of sight. But
Just
you know
gonna
what?
try
Can I
to-
actually frick this? I'm gonna try something.
Okie dokie.
I mean, I
Um,
could just take famine as well.
I'm
Famine does
gonna
move pretty quick.
inspired action.
Okay.
And what I wanna do
Is murder Ian.
well,
Oh.
okay, no. Well, I
Oh.
mean it could. It's
Later,
quite easy.
later,
Anyways.
later.
Later, yeah.
Whoa,
We'll
quite
talk,
easy.
Yeah. He's for me.
Murder his ego. Then he dies. He shuts down.
I
It's
can
true.
easily,
That
I
is
can
the way.
easily do that. No, I want to see if I can give Ian kind of like an extra sense, so that if there is a tower that's going to shoot him out of nowhere, he's able to.
I mean, I saw the tower.
Okay.
he just fucking got hit regardless.
There
But
was just
but
no
I see where
counterplay
you're
to the
going.
tower.
Basically, you
just
want
wanna
to give him
like,
a
an
basically
extra
a
sense.
long range precog, essentially, to give him that like
Yes.
moment to like have advantage, jump out of the way. Yeah, we can do
Yes,
that.
but because he's
I
going
have the
so far
force.
out of my distance,
Yeah.
I want it to be basically like Athena is tagging him
Yeah.
at all times and connecting it to her own
Yeah,
mind.
mental
and
connection. Go
only
ahead and
his.
roll me a mental or ingenuity.
Ingenuity.
Ingenuity. Okay.
Well, that's not very good.
Looks like an ingenuity.
You think it will last for at least a little bit.
You know what? We'll take the shots we fire. Okay.
All right, so I will say Ian starts racing off after he gets a transport.
Like,
ponder for
I
more.
could take famine, correct? Because
Yeah.
famine, I think, is actually faster than Ian.
He
base
has
movement.
he has a faster base movement, but he does not have the action points or the.
I
I
have
mean,
the
he has
potential to
reactions.
go faster.
I need Macula for that.
Yeah, if he has Macula can also just like phase through existence a little bit. Like,
Okay, well,
Dainta, but that's cheating.
listen. I can't phase through existence. Okay.
Yeah, there's a reason
Oh, you'll get
yeah.
there someday.
Zach
I mean,
destroyed most of the
I actually
horseman's
don't
horses.
really want to get there someday. I just like being quick.
I would
Fast
say
is just like
yeah.
a byproduct.
And then if Famine wanted to burn all of the remaining 4 reactions to then also dash, could definitely be faster for like a short time,
Yeah.
which would be
But no, I mean,
I
if
don't think-
famine wants to come along, like
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be blowing all my resources to
yeah,
go fast.
it'd be similar speeds.
Yeah.
Okay, so the 3 of you head off. Yes.
Yeah,
Crow?
I'm just a leech.
I don't need
Yeah,
reactions.
so we can all
Didn't
get
save me twice.
one shot by a bigger tower now.
Yeah.
It's fine. I can react.
This time it's 2 floppy towers.
Two flow.
No,
Next
this
one
time
is 5.
This time it's 2 rock.
What if
Shapes.
I just like summoned a few skeletons and like link their bones together to like make a cage, and we're basically like I'm flying a plane.
Flying a plane. I was thinking you also just make a hamster ball.
Yo, the
Uh,
hamster ball of death.
This is inspired action later, or heroic action. But as the 3 of you head off, you start heading over kind of like through these like small foothills, some embankments and encampments. Some people like shoot at you guys, but they're not really fast enough for the most part. A couple get close-ish, but after the tower, it's like, okay, these are just poachers that kind of are sitting on the outside of like a larger predator's turf. But as you're getting a bit further in, like an hour and a half goes by, go ahead and roll me a perception for between the 3 of you.
All of us.
Yes.
Can I like give someone an advantage?
If you want, you can give one person advantage.
All right, famine.
I have a +10.
Oh,
All right, Cortez.
Famine's, I'm pretty sure, is higher.
I am
All right,
a
famine.
plus 30.
Yeah.
All right, famine.
Famines, you gotta remember their animalistic
Ooh.
senses. Oh,
I did give him advantage.
you did. Thank goodness.
Oh wait. I don't need it. Give it to him. Give it to him.
All right,
I'll
Poe.
allow it. This is back and forth.
It's the ping pong.
Yeah. So 49 and 25. Famine definitely picks up on it. He kind of catches this slight odor. It's kind of sulfuric, has a small iron tone to it. but also hears like movement as you're kind of coming across what seems to be like a communal settlement. It seems like there's less fighting going on, but there's like people going in and things like that. Essentially, this, I'll ping it for you guys. You guys are like near that.
After how long?
This is about an hour and a half, 2 hours.
Gotcha. And you said there's a.
There's like probably a settlement of a good few hundred people. Like this like tower castle structure thing. There's like tents in and around it. There's some buildings. There seems to be people trading. It's hard to tell exactly. Famine kind of points it out as you guys are running by, and he notices way more. Cortez just saw a town with a bunch of demons as you're running. And Ian kind of
A
saw the same
functioning
thing.
civilization in
So-
here?
Somewhat. Maybe
That's
they're using
crazy.
the trade materials. Maybe this is their rest place when they're not fighting all the time. Or at least for now. There weren't really many rules, so you don't know exactly what this is.
I mean,
Hey guys, we live in a lawless land. Let's create a functioning civilization.
Or maybe these are all people that have teamed up. It's a society of some sort. They live in a society.
we
Right.
live in a society.
Actually, we live in the gamer moment.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm not gonna put much mind to it. I don't see how that can be helpful towards us right now.
Okay. Cortez?
Unless Ian has other
Famine?
plans. I can't really do anything. I'm kind of stuck on his scarf.
That's true. I mean, are we particularly in need of like stopping?
Well, you guys have rations for a few more days, which would get you to the other side.
Well,
The main
so
person that needs
famine?
to, famine.
Yeah.
Famine's pretty full right now. Actually, he got to eat a lot.
Yeah, so
the
I
main
guess-
person that needs to eat is Athena and Jeffrey, and that's what I'm
Oh.
saying for like a couple days of rations. It's very, very warm now, which is quite contrasting to how it was only like a week ago. But otherwise, you're okay. You know, you'll need to rest at some point after the last couple battles, but you guys are doing all right.
Okay.
It's up to you guys.
We
I
could
mean-
stop by for food. We could just snatch it. We don't even have to pay. Snatch and go.
We don't have any money.
Exactly, that's the saying. I don't know what currency they have down here.
And I don't think they're gonna take E4N clout as payment.
Maybe they'll take
Um,
famine clout,
What are they gonna do? Outrun us?
apocalypse clout.
We've tried that actually.
Most people don't know who they are. You're irrelevant these days, bro.
You've fallen off. So yeah, I'm gonna say the fact of lack of money is grounds to just like, I don't know, probably not
Okay.
do
Gotcha. All right.
We
that.
could just pray that the other group has food.
So
But can I like make a mental note on where this was? Like, would that be
Yeah,
possible? So if
yeah.
I needed to get
you're
back,
kind of mapping things out as you go. I'm
Got
gonna
it.
say famine also kind of picks out this settlement and this settlement as you guys go like 3 hours, 4 hours in.
all right. So there's
Um,
other settlements around.
like,
So
it
if we
seems like
did
these
need
are-
to come back,
Yeah. But I'm going to say after like about 7, almost 8 hours of running across, of just going forward, you guys will have made it there. The other group that is technically way back here at the moment, I'm going to say Athena has lost connection of Ian after about 6 hours in. They were fine when the connection dropped. But is there anything you guys are doing or saying while you're on the other side? Athena, Jeffrey, War, Ambrose.
I don't know, probably crying a little bit.
Ambrose, why are you crying?
Is he
maybe
legit-
I'm gonna
You little
vomit
bitch.
too.
Huh?
I can vomit on command.
It's very funny because you don't have
Huh?
like a physical form, but you still vomit. Vomits energy in rainbows.
How do you still have that? After everything you've seen, how can you just still do that?
Skill.
Still.
It's a skill issue.
It's gross.
Alright.
No, I think it doesn't really have anything to do
Okay,
with
okay,
that.
Gotcha. I just know because Athena sometimes has some prep stuff that she has to take time to do, so I wanted to ask.
Yes. I mean, there isn't too much.
Unless she wanted to try to make a spell or something. Spell, pray to gods, slap Ambrose for crying, you know, something like that.
Well, I
Yeah,
definitely
that's
slap
always
him.
Slap him in the head. Makes him cry more.
I can't think of anything particularly at the moment.
Okay.
You know what? Actually, I don't.
While you're thinking about that, I will be right back 1 second. And then we can keep
Okay.
going. Also, after I get to the bottom of whatever these guys want to do, I'll jump back to see if there was any conversation between the three people that were blazing across the warring grounds. So, right back 1 second.
Dude, I don't know how you did it with Niran.
Simple. I just tapped into my own personality.
Yeah, but I'm not good at pranking people.
Hey, Crow,
What's that?
I got a meme.
Oh no. Alright, what do we got here? He would do that. So Dr. Ratio's great.
Oh, that's right. We can claim him today. Great, right?
Yep.
This is a great reply. Remember the thing we were talking about before? Ubisoft executive says gamers need to get comfortable with not owning your games.
Yeah.
Well, Ubisoft executives better get comfortable with me pirating the S out of them.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Better get comfortable with me pirating your mom.
You wouldn't download a bomb.
I
No,
would download more RAM.
I wouldn't download a mom. I would download a dad. It's that's what that's what I need.
Oh, right. That reminds me.
Yeah.
Is that true, Famine?
Oh,
Nice. You know, now that you did that, I just remembered. Was it you or Ricky that was supposed to send me something to get a new soundboard of something? I don't even remember.
It was me.
I was supposed to remind you about something. I don't remember what it was.
God damn it.
All right, after we remind you for reminders,
Yeah, job.
I have some random thing
Hello?
in my notes that says "and draft."
All right,
I don't think that's it.
we'll jump back in. Muggles, is there
All right.
anything that you wanted to do? Because you're thinking about stuff. Muggles.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't, man. I'm really bad at the Murans.
Well, remember, it's
'Cause
not
I,
just
like,
about pranks and being silly. It's about balance in the mind and just
Yes.
improving on a relationship with someone.
Yes. Um, you know, I am gonna I'm gonna check up on War, how he's doing.
All right, what do you say to him?
War?
Yes.
Oh god, I had the words and now I don't. Shit. How have you been doing with all of this?
I've been content with how things have gone so far. We've had some eventful moments, but progressed nonetheless. A triumph, as always. Did you expect something other than that?
No, I just more than anything, I just want to make sure that I'm understanding where you're at. Seeing as the last time we just quote unquote, or well, saw each other before these doors opened again, we weren't exactly on the best of terms.
Things change as war changes, and allies shift from one side to the other.
True.
While I was not pleased at your disgrace of my brother Famine, I understood its necessity. You were attacked, as all creatures do. They fight or they flee.
As much as it was a disgrace to your brother, I also think that it shows that we were powerful enough to work with you, not against you at that time.
You were also the one that was beguiled by death. An adversary you have yet to defeat, as a mortal race, at least entirely.
I don't particularly think there's a way to ever truly defeat death, if you truly think about it. Metaphorically. And potentially realistically.
Perhaps not. But I can tell what strides have been made in the time we've been gone.
I hope that they were good ones. Or at least in your eyes, advantages.
Death can come in other ways. Again, aging. That's where my expertise will, I think, be most effective in the long run.
That I believe you are correct. And hopefully, if things go well, it'll be over with sooner rather than later.
Perhaps. But why rush a perfectly good war?
I had a feeling you might say something like that. But for some, a perfectly good war is, well, for you it's perfectly good, for others it's torturous.
I am aware. I can feel every interaction, every feeling with the battle. I know exactly what you're thinking.
Do you feel only within hell, or do you also feel the war going on outside? On Earth?
I can feel that bad battle rage.
Hmm. She'll kind of stop talking after that, but she definitely seems a bit in thought. Kind of looks to Ambrose for a moment, seeing how he's doing.
I just want to get this over with. Get out of hell.
She nods her head. I'm not sure when, but hopefully soon. And she'll stop talking after that for a little bit.
Pity. So as the three, technically 2.5 runny boys,
Mhm.
is there anything that is said or anything you wanted to express as you runny?
That's a great question.
My eyes are getting dry.
Have you tried blinking?
Doesn't have eyelids.
Have you tried eyelids?
I will consider it.
Because it like helps you not have dry eyes.
He employs the lizard tactic, makes his tongue real long, and just.
Can I make goggles with like tiny skeleton hands that cover my eyes?
They look more like the Shutter Shades, but yeah.
Right, exactly.
That is an amazing image. Just Famine, just all of a sudden, Ian, you see these like tiny skeleton hands start climbing out of his skull and make Shutter Shades in front of him.
Nice.
Alrighty. As y'all are now balling through the area, it's getting progressively warmer and warmer and warmer until you're actually in the full blinding light of the Hellfire Sun as you kind of pass through a winding mountain pass. It is like, it went from a week ago being, minus 60 to 70 degrees to now probably like 120 degrees Fahrenheit. As
Nice.
hell uses Fahrenheit, the rest of the world.
Not Kelvin? Damn.
What the fuck?
L
Why do you have to make
Canadian.
my life
It's
difficult?
48 Celsius.
L Canadian.
Listen, it would actually be lovely, to be perfectly honest. Canadians would thrive in this weather, but why do you gotta use
48
Fahrenheit?
Celsius.
Majority rules.
48 Celsius? I mean, that would be pretty chill.
No.
That's like able to boil an egg off of a car hot.
It's nicer than the weather we normally have.
As someone who has been in that weather
Yeah.
in real life,
No.
no.
We gotta bring Mookless down south during the summer just for a week and watch her melt.
Here,
I'd
you will get to see why it's called Phoenix, Arizona.
I was literally born in Phoenix, Arizona.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No, I already feel it with Zoom because he's a freaking furnace.
Anyway, as you guys get towards the edge, unlike the cliffside that kind of climbs up, this side is just a drop to nothingness
Oh.
off the side. So you've made it to the edge of the cliff face. You don't see any metal dragons that you were told would be nearby.
Well,
You're
we
early,
also
so-
figured out that we're early, so I assume that the dragon will not, be around. But we
Should
do
we have-
have. You can speak to.
I already said something. You can
No, I was just saying that we have like the teleporter, and we could like.
Should we
have
have
everyone
the
wait
metal one?
Character.
Wait, what'd you say?
Should we have brought the metal one?
I mean, we could bring the metal one. Get a magnet. He's drawn to it.
You drop the portal down, and everybody, after 8 hours of just sitting around, well, I guess it's time to go, huh?
Well, Oh,
I think so.
Ian runs all the way back. Well,
well, about
You
that,
guys are
guys.
coming or not.
Can I send a real quick tiny prayer thanking Mirren for making this a little bit easier now against the giant PP or after the giant PP?
Oh my god. Sure.
Thanks.
Yeah. Send up a pee-pee
I'm
prayer.
gonna head through the portal.
Guys head through,
Oh, I'm gonna start
And-
building a sandcastle. No.
and you guys are all on the other side, overlooking the cliff face. You guys step through and are immediately blinded by the Hellfire Sun. You're like, oh god, it's.
I put my goggles on. Put my goggles on. I bought them for a reason. Fuck y'all bitches. I got sunglasses.
Yep. Sam has got
I'm a
shutter
robot.
shades. War has a dark tinted gas mask, so it's literally just
Jeez.
Athena and Jeffrey for a second. We're like, oh, and Ambrose is just like, this is.
I
don't
got
have
a
real
little
eyes,
bit of
so-
brightness.
I can navigate with my eyes closed.
Yeah, yeah.
No, I was fine. I had my goggles. I was like, oh, that's light. Flick.
Nice. Yeah, you guys are all through, and you guys know that you'll have to wait. As you are bunkering down, are you trying to move to a different spot? Are you just gonna stay by the edge? What do you want to do? Now, you're obviously not like right on the edge, but you're like within 100 feet or so of the
Can
edge.
we find somewhere that's kind of like we
Like
can still see
shady.
the edge of
Locate
the
shade.
area, but like shade and also hidden in case something
Please,
does
no
come
more
nearby?
shades.
So what shades?
Shades?
Yeah.
Shades?
I'm gonna say you guys could spend like another, Ian hour trip to get over to this corner if you wanted to be out of direct sunlight.
Shade acquire.
No!
They're back. Oh no, Ambrose was told they're all gone. She must have missed
They're
one.
pretty good now, right?
Yeah,
Like we went through a whole arc.
they missed one.
Could I before we actually okay, hold on. Brain is stupid. Hold on.
Yeah.
Can I make like because we're gonna be kind of finding shade and being secluded,
Mhm.
but can I make like a really weird kind of rock pile so that if like say we're sleeping or anything, if we don't see our friends, they can see like that's something weird. And they know where to go and find us.
Sure, you
I
could
know it
definitely
sounds
do
stupid.
so.
Build a sign.
I'm gonna say Jeffrey could probably try to use inspired action to make a metal dome for you
Very
guys.
cool.
It might get a little warm in there, but
Or they got half dome.
half dome, yeah.
Yeah, please, not a full dome. I don't want to be bored.
We're not gonna have a
guys,
metal
don't worry.
dome.
I have an air conditioner.
And then
I also have an air conditioner.
We'll keep it nice and cool in here.
They both just start humming.
Can I?
Basically.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna do another thing.
Mm-hmm.
Can I
I-
ask to send another? Oh, sorry.
No, it's just I was gonna say I also have a space heater if we want that.
No,
It gets 300 degrees in the metal dome.
bruh. Anyways, I'm gonna. Can I send another message to our friends?
You could attempt.
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna attempt that.
Okay, who are you sending to?
There it is.
I'm gonna send to my bestie friend. Actually,
Okay. Um.
I'm not gonna send words this time,
Okay.
just to make it maybe a little bit easier.
Mm-hmm.
I want to send a flash of kind of like the rock pillar and then a flash to turn the head towards where the dome is so that they know where we are or what to look for.
One thing Athena would remember is they were not going to be on the Metal Dragon. They are getting dropped off in the Bloodsea villages because they're doing something there, supposedly, or they'll be somewhere else. But the group that's picking you up will be able to contact them. You can reconvene somewhere in the middle, hopefully.
Gotcha. Well, I'll still send it so that they know what to send to people, so they know what to look for, kind of thing. Does that make sense? I don't know if that makes sense. I'm sorry.
I mean, Athena is pretty certain that they might be able to relay that information, but it's uncertain if they're not on the ship and who they're contacting.
Okay.
So it's up to you if Athena wants to just send it anyway. Like, add some clarifying. It's like, hey, I don't know if you can contact them, but that's where we are.
Yeah. Yep. I will. Yeah. I will add a bit of clarification.
Okay, go ahead and roll me a mental or ingenuity using an inspired action.
Mental or mental. 53. That's a lot better.
Pretty good. Yeah, I'm gonna say you're able to send that information to kind of let them know, and hopefully they can relay that over to the other group. Maybe they can, maybe they can't. Maybe they didn't get the message. Who knows?
I did my part.
I'm doing my part. But yeah,
I just like the idea of a Super D&D ad being like, I'm doing my part.
yeah. All right, so
Love it.
as you guys are tentatively taking some rest, depending on who you are, who is resting, if anybody, and is anybody keeping watch?
Getting sleep, bitches. Fuck y'all.
I would like to. Well, actually, you're really not down that many resources.
If Ian takes first watch, I can take second watch because I only need 4 hours to sleep.
Same.
You guys could just basically be
Um,
up like first half, second half, and that's all you technically need.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can do that then. So I'll be first half. So also one of us has got to be up to keep the dome cool.
Yeah, that's fair too.
Someone's just gonna be a fan.
Cause like we could die, but like if we're hot, that's worse.
For sure. We can't be having heat strokes over here.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys are keeping it cool. Whoever's taking first watch, go ahead and roll me the perceptions.
Cool, and I'm not moving, so I can actually get a better perception.
Yeah.
Oh, almost rolled performance.
Performance.
Hey.
Nailed it. Ian sees a lot of smaller level demons kind of patrolling about. It seems like a lot of people from this settlement that Ian can't quite see, but is like fairly certain is there. They kind of patrol in this area, scouting you guys out from distances, and then heading back. See, some of them are kind of on foot, some of them are on all fours, some of them have like different transformative abilities, a very wide array of demons. And
Any
it's a-
piggybackers?
There's some that are riding beasts of burden, different monstrous creatures. You see that
Nice.
one looks to be like riding a Hydra-like creature.
Now that's badass.
Oh,
Um,
I
and
don't like Hydras. Holy.
and you see that they're kind of like none of them approach. Maybe they know what you've murdered. Maybe they don't, or maybe they're just like setting up an ambush. But nobody, like Ian sees plenty of people kind of peeking out different areas, different avenues. He even sees some people on these giant spider scorpion things crawl down the side of the cliff and then disappear, maybe into caves or
That
whatever
sounds
else.
familiar.
But no one's trying anything.
Mm-mm. That will eventually end your watch.
Cool. Nap time.
Shutting down.
Could I stay up with Cortez for second watch?
Absolutely. Ambrose and Cortez, you have gotten your long rest so far, because you guys only
Let's
needed the
go.
4 hours, but you guys are up for the second part of the rest. Go ahead and roll me your perceptions.
I'll give Ambrose advantage.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna use Elven.
Yeah.
Just kind of listening and whatnot.
Yeah, 67. Ambrose kind of is listening passively. Cortez kind of looking around, keeping an eye on thing for him. So Ambrose can mainly focus on the sounds and not having to worry about any silent creatures sneaking up. You guys also see a lot of different creatures poking around the walls, the ceilings, the floors, through the hills, the various different types. You see like ungodly horrors and evil things, as well as some fairly normal looking, almost humanoid creatures, just with a bit of horns, or maybe just a little larger with red skin and scales. You see there's one that seems to be like this really long crocodile headed creature that has the body of a snake but the legs of like a kangaroo at various points. So it has this weird like hopping gait that slithers and wanders through the place. Some of them are just
slithers.
It's like sidewinding on hopping feet. Like it, one leg hops left, and then the next one hops right, and then back and forth as it zigzags. It's odd and strange, but like, you guys have seen horrors. You guys have seen awful things. There's something about just seeing something that looks natural in this environment, but so alien to you, is always a little just strange.
Don't worry, next season we're gonna have an alien invasion. Everything's gonna be weird.
So as you are watching throughout the night, is there anything you say or do?
Nope.
I don't bring up anything in particular.
Okay.
Okay, yep, no, I guess not.
No, I just, I'm good at listening. So.
Ambrose hears a small toot from Jeffrey in the middle of the night, but that's about it.
I've heard much worse from these people.
Yeah, but I will say everybody gets their long rest that needs it.
Let's go.
When you wake up, the sunlight, of course, hasn't changed, as it doesn't move. It just sits over here perpetually. But yeah, you guys are awake. It's mainly just a waiting game right now, but the more you wait, it seems like the more Ambrose and others are picking out that there are people or demons slowly encroaching a little bit closer each time.
Everyone we've already established like this.
Yeah.
Everyone is aware that these creatures,
especially at this point, as it's been longer and longer throughout the day.
Should we give them a warning?
Yeah, is that gonna be a problem or?
Listen, I know how these guys work. They're gonna think they're hot shit no matter what. So if you give them a warning, that's kind of more issuing a challenge, all right? So here's what I propose. We wait until one of the scrawnier ones come up, and we publicly snap their neck as violently as possible to make a statement that, like, don't fuck with us type of deal. And that should deter them for a while.
Can I use Energy Sight potentially to see if any of them are under Theo's control?
Yeah, they're at a bit of a distance, so go ahead and roll me perception to see if you can discern from the distant creatures.
Yeah. Would Energy Sight help with that?
No, it would be a normal roll.
Okay. 41.
41. You see, as Athena's looking over, there are not. As far as she's able to determine, it seems uncertain, but this area seems remote compared to even like the people that actually worked in Ishwathar. There's no like law here. There's no there's people that come from the Hell City to like have a life here of like that enjoy this war, but it seems like an area that is remote for that reason. The warring, violent demons can just prove themselves of their power and just be here. But from what Athena can see, at least with these groups that are around, no sign of Thea's control.
Okay. Well, I don't notice any of them that has anything to do with Thea. So we might be okay. And if they do encroach, then I'm not opposed to giving a
warning-filled snap of the neck.
Let's keep in mind that this could very well backfire. They might even see this as an even greater challenge, I guess.
True. We can play by ear. Although, maybe while we have some time to wait, I'm gonna look to famine and to war. They're the only ones that can speak demonic, correct?
Mm-hmm. At the moment.
I may need your help in something. That might make translating things a whole lot easier.
And I want to use mental magic to basically make like
Comprehend languages.
yeah.
Okay.
But using war and famine to speak phrases in demonic and then say them in English, so that as I'm tuning and honing this magic, it starts taking what they're saying in demonic and flipping it into English, so that I can understand the language, and then also I can revert it and speak in that language as well. So it's like Athena's repeating to a certain extent, but it's slowly becoming like a mesh of, to her it's English, to them it's demonic kind of thing. Does that make
Gotcha.
sense?
A translate
Wait.
language.
Yeah.
Can I get in on this? Because if they're just speaking words, then couldn't I just make a database?
You could, and Ian would be able to get at least the gist of what people are saying in demonic. You'd probably have to like hone the module a lot better to just fluently understand it for a while, but like he could.
It's a
get the
start.
base. Same with Cortez.
And then also, if I detect a new language, like say if I want to take this into Earth,
Yeah.
I can start doing the same thing where it takes less time now that I have the spell, but it starts to make more sense. Okay, cool.
You can definitely try to make a spell. We'll just call it translate language. Will take an hour to do. 8 energy, once per long rest. Go ahead
that down
and
real
roll me a
quick.
mental save.
Can I precog this as well?
No,
no?
because it's a longer concentration spell that takes like Athena's full focus to try to do.
Fair. And you said a mental?
Yep, mental save, please.
Yeah. Please. 47.
Athena might have to workshop it, but for now, it seems like it's working, sort of. Maybe? Athena having War and Famine test out some few phrases, the English, it is not saying the right things.
It's like Google Translate through 7 different languages.
Yeah, but like certain verbs and nouns are just wrong.
Interesting. Well, I mean,
It like
If I
works-ish.
can I attempt this for another hour, just focusing on the basis of the spell, and then every once in a while getting their help?
I will say you do not have enough time, unfortunately, as almost as Athena is up in that hour, you hear a low, bellowing, like war horn.
Great.
A as you see what seems to be a very large demonoid with kind of these claw-like pincer arms on the shoulders and back. It almost reminds you of like a large, like a rhino beetle, as he has this kind of like large pluming front horn that curls way back behind the head, small beady eyes, and this big underbite jaw with this black oily shell of like armor that seems to be naturally made on it, but as well as this red and gold armor that kind of looks almost like melted gold and blood-stained armor. Seems like this is a semi-important figure as they are riding in on a large, not as large as you've all seen to be Macula, but a hellhound. A lesser hellhound compared to what Famine knows and you guys know, but still riding in a large hellhound, which is about the size of a truck, and he's about 13 or 14 feet tall. There's a couple other smaller demons of various sizes and builds flanking this person as they ride in. Not aggressively, but just riding in towards you.
Don't worry, guys. I got this.
All right.
See as they approach. Ian, do you approach them in the middle or?
Yeah. You know, not like directly in the middle, but like, you know,
A little bit in the middle, like between.
Yeah.
As Ian is waiting for them to catch up to where he is, Jeffrey just goes, I can't wait to see this go wrong. You see the demonoid creature step off the mount and stands a little over double Ian's height. And just will say something down in demonic, which is roughly being translated right now into something along the lines of, You mortal being, you sit on couch. Prepare for conflict. It's like,
Ian will respond with, forgive me, my demonic is shit.
Potato.
my demonic is poopy.
Bad. Very bad. And then he will attempt to say, no conflict. Waiting for dragon.
No wager, waiting for seagull. They look very confused. And you see they look over and they see like Famine, who's the most demonic looking out of the group, and just go, There, speak with that one.
That Famine.
Breakfast Dutch? Huh? Oh, I definitely got that wrong.
They kind of look at each other.
No one knows who I am. This will be so embarrassing.
Famine. There's kind of like a muttering in the crowd.
Ooh.
And then it's just imagine in your head it's fucked up, but Famine hears a normal conversation in demonic. The small metal man mentions your famine of legend, but you don't look impressive enough for me.
I have a
Does this
question,
look like
DM.
someone I could swallow whole? Like,
Hey,
could I
hey,
just
DM.
eat them whole in one shot? Do they look that weak? No, probably not.
They
Okay.
they are much bigger than Famine. They are 13 feet tall and full of spiky shell, armor, and muscles. And what were you saying, Jonas?
I have a devious plan.
Yes.
I would like to use adaptive form
Uh-huh.
to replicate what it would what my very old demon form used to look like, and then I like, you know, because I have the Scourger horns around. So in theory, they would sense that demonic power. So I want to see if I can trick them into thinking
Roll
that
me-
I am the Scourger.
Roll me a deception then.
Can I somewhat assist with this?
Sure, I'll give it advantage.
I'm gonna use skeletal hands to just push me up and sort of reminiscent to hover me over, and just sort of wave like, "Speak to my secretary."
I'll be a secretary, you know.
Speak to the clergy.
You see they kind of look at each other. There's like some muttering. That Ambrose is hearing is because of the spell, muttering, whispering. Ambrose is the only person hearing it. It's a complete gibberish. It's like fruit, banana, apple, potato. Like, what the fuck? They're not whispering about that at all.
They're starting to speak Swedish. Like the equivalent of Swedish.
They're speaking a mixture of French and Spanish. It's like, wait, that was the Spanish word for that, but French word for this.
Spanish.
French?
Francis?
Francis.
Francis.
Yeah, that's right. I speak Francis. What of it?
You see, they look at each other and they kind of someone gestures to the captain. I will speak to no such secretary. I want you to prove who you say you are, or we cut you down.
Alright, eat him.
All right, boys.
Yeah, you're literally asking Famine to eat something, so.
He said to add sesame to him.
Famine. Ian's gonna turn to Famine and be like, I guess it's lunchtime.
It's the end part was, prove who you are, or we'll season you.
Season.
Ooh, that actually sounds. No, okay.
Damn, that sounds really good.
Alright, let's see.
Crow, I say we combo inspired action to just absolutely be menaces to society. What do you think?
I mean, do we want to scourge this guy or have him be eaten alive?
Listen, I'm not actually a scourger, dude.
Yeah, but he had the sword.
You can
No,
Cortez has the
I have
sword.
a.
Cure him.
Oh,
Cortez
Cortez has
has-
the sword.
I just have a horn, which I mean, I could stab him with it, but like,
Turn
What
him
if that
into a
consumes
kebab.
him?
I could just try to eat him and anyone within 25 feet of him whole.
Well,
I like that idea.
do that.
Like, I could just consuming Maul off the bat.
Yeah, see if any of the weak ones just like get absolutely destroyed by consuming maw.
Ideally, there's some fodder standing around him that even if he somehow lives, I don't have a good gauge on how strong this guy is, but hopefully the fodder will die.
Well, listen, we just fought the big fuck you tower, so I just don't think
Yeah,
this
that's
guy's gonna.
Yeah, I'm just going to consuming Maul.
Okay. Roll me the consuming maw. Okay. You see, as the consuming maw comes up, the smaller ones around, as well as the hellhound, get consumed, but the big guy, he plants both feet on like the tip of the maw, gets a little impaled by the teeth, but manages to flip onto one side and roll to the ground, as most of his battalion either get sent flying or consumed. Why did your display have to eat my men?
You insult me.
He's literally Famine.
I would have given you one, weak one. Why do you prove your point? Why are you here?
Dragon. Waiting for dragon.
There are no dragons here.
It's in transit. I don't think this is Famine, what am I saying?
What the fuck is he on about? Ian just said, they're in car. They're in the car. The guy's like, what the potatoes? Athena is
Famine, I
very
need
confused
more.
as why fuck is translated to potato.
The horsemen are riding again. Feel free to stay if you wish to see for yourself.
Do you
Okay, I'm
attempt to bring
completely
upon war and ruin to the rest of the hells?
I'll look over to war for that one specifically.
Have you not felt it? A war has already been brewing. We have not known much of this. We'd gladly put an end to Zack's reign.
Or someone worse. Let's.
That leads some of you to believe that they don't know anything about Thea.
You don't. Oh, I can't speak.
You can. You can. It just might not translate well.
Can I just really say, Zack is dead? See what they respond with.
You murdered Zack.
She nods her head.
Then you are new rulers of hell.
Oh hell yeah!
Allies?
She kind of like, I mean, she'll nod her head and be like, in a sense.
What does that mean, in a money?
Oh, God. In a way.
Aware?
Oh, God.
Man's dead.
Yes, but
Man.
then who rule hell?
Me.
Roll a
Me
deception.
rule hell.
Right now, Thea.
It's a natural one because Athena's explaining the truth.
Ah!
Fuck! I can't. Wait. Hang on. Question.
Yeah.
What about if I use my last inspiration? Can I get that 27?
I mean, you'd have to stop Athena. Cause she's you're blowing her cover.
Shut up, man. He's gonna say that in common.
Which
Just
gets
let me have
translated to
this.
demonic. Because of the spell right now.
They need to know.
Nope. I'm ruler of hell.
They're just suspicious, but they don't know what's going on right now.
Sir. She kind of looks to War, looks to Famine. I mean, like, are we allowing this right now? Is this what's happening?
We can
At the-
recruit this guy.
At the very least, all they should know is that Thea is.
Sorry, what?
What was that? Your mic cut out?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was saying, at the very least, all they should know is that Thea is our enemy.
Who is they?
They,
They. Why you keep saying they? Who is they?
Ah!
They,
They are what?
no, name
Enemy.
is they,
Enemy.
Name is enemy? They is an
Oh my
enemy?
God. Famine.
Then why aren't you helping?
It's just autocorrect.
This is the worst.
Wait.
This is how Famine gets their revenge.
Dear Murin, can you please turn off my autocorrect? It no work, Potato Well.
Nah, bro, this funny.
God damn.
Would be the
Do I
actual
get
response.
favor-
Oh,
Do I
absolutely.
get favor score?
You get a 2 favor points because he's loving this.
Yay! Okay, I'll leave it.
Wait. El Baguette, please
No, I get favor points for you.
bestow upon me knowledge of how to speak this language.
No, okay.
Bro, I'm a celestial. What the fuck
Athena
you
will
want
go.
from me?
Athena will go. Okay. She's gonna. Can I use some shadowiness really
Sure.
quickly? And I'm gonna write the word Thea.
Are those human characters? He says to Famine.
Fuck.
Wait.
Are they human people? Huh?
Who's being referred to?
They look at you after writing the words Thea with shadows. They just go, are those human characters to you?
Yes, I'll rewrite it in demonic.
Ah. Who is
Enemy.
that?
Enemy.
Any supper.
So, we bring ruin to them.
Yeah.
Yes.
All of the warring grounds bring ruin under the banner of the horsemen.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
And I'm gonna turn to War. Be like, I found you a living army. Well, technically Ian did, but we won't say that.
I'm the ruler of hell. I'm the one who found it.
You see War walks up to them.
How many in number in the warring grounds?
Around 70,000.
Ooh.
Oh my god, they're speaking Spanglish now.
Then we will need to rally the troops. We will need all of them if we want to bring Thea down.
For the horsemen, I accept.
And what station do you have?
I rule the settlement behind us. A good 1,000 or so. We will have much work to do before we are ready.
Then perhaps I will stay back and aid you. Prove that I am who I am. And rally behind this banner.
Turn and looks at Famine.
Do you think this unwise, brother? Or do you think this a necessary task?
What is your expertise? I have faith in you.
Then you will keep an eye on this lot. And find our other siblings.
Indeed.
Make sure to keep me updated on where you are.
Can you use a transponder to keep with us in case you need to get to a Squirker?
That means I will not be able to use one. But I can give you this.
Pulls out an earpiece from the gas mask and gives it to Famine.
Oh, I wanted it.
Fuck you.
Hell
That's his brother.
You want to become a horseman?
Hell yeah, I do.
I'm the ruler of hell, so
Contact me when you are grouped up with them.
I'm the queen of the horsemen,
And
bitches.
I will find you. Don't die on me again this time.
I won't.
Fucking nail.
I'll make sure of it.
Ian,
What? I'm good at making sure people don't die.
you're not wrong.
Come, show me this settlement, Demon Lord. We have work to do.
War summons a few zombified troops, and they start walking at his flank towards the town.
Bitch is rolling out the red carpet for himself.
Yeah, bro.
Get it, queen.
So as all the demons start to depart, with excited and maniacal looks in their eyes, they begin to prepare for a large war and assault. With that, however,
I told you I had this covered. I told you.
If it was not for me, you wouldn't have done it.
You were trying to explain shit.
I just hope that doesn't bite us in the butt later.
There's no way this could go wrong.
Of course not, never.
Well,
Let's not think about what could happen, and let's take whatever advantage we can get right now.
Yeah,
Let's-
yeah.
if we worry about the minor issues, we'll never finish off the major. Let's focus on getting rid of Thea, and then we can deal with whatever if we need to.
All right, well, where's this dragon at? All right, we've been here like all morning, you know, air quotes
you're right.
morning.
It's gonna be like a couple extra days. I mean, I can give you like an approximate exact countdown if you want.
No, No, I'll be fine. I wish we had like some cards or something.
I could make mental cards.
I mean, I have solitaire.
I have liar's dice.
Why
play
do you have
solitaire.
solitaire?
Why do you not have solitaire, bro? Are you telling me that you're a robot and you don't have games downloaded into your brain?
Ian,
No, because he's too busy focusing on the objective. Are you just
It's
playing solitaire
Cortez.
in the middle of a
No.
fight?
No,
yes, he is.
it depends on the fight.
No,
Not
he's-
the last one.
No, he's
Not
playing
the last
Slay the
one.
Spider. Or whatever it is.
Good night.
Okay, I do a lot of that too. Last
Kills the
fight, no,
tower.
listen, last fight I actually had to focus. I was playing a lot of solitaire when we were
no wonder
fighting the
you
shit
got
out of
hit.
these.
New for you.
No wonder you got hit by the tower.
Okay, at the time when I got beamed by the tower the first time, I can say I wasn't even looking. I was playing fake online poker because there's no internet, so I was just playing against computers,
I don't
and
know if I
solitaire, and
I
Slay
don't
the
know if-
Spider.
I don't know if I should be impressed that you're in hell and playing video games.
Well, it's like
Or
they're not. It's not
disappointed.
online video games.
It's not online, but you're still taking the time to play poker.
Yeah,
By
I'm actually
yourself.
still playing during this conversation.
Oh my god. Okay, well, I'm gonna go back to what I was doing so that I don't have to listen to Swedish speaking demons.
That
Yeah.
was a loan
Actually,
word from Marissa Carrara, actually.
What?
Huh?
What? Is the spell still up or?
What the fuck is an Arisa Carrara?
I mean, it's sort of up to give me a little bit more information.
Why does
But-
fuck get translated to potato? By the way.
Yeah,
I noticed
my
that.
my database that I've been putting together is just like full of contradictions at this point.
Yes,
That
so I'm going to
provided.
take the time. Famine, I'm sorry. I'm going to annoy the ever-living shit out of you.
If
But I'm
I'd-
going to need your help.
I
That
was
your
told I could use the
secretary-
conversation anyways.
Oh, well, perfect. I'm gonna pull Famine off to the side and I'm gonna start working on my Spanglish.
I'm gonna
I mean,
say it will definitely help
Damon is
Athena
cool,
learn,
says.
but you cannot make another spell until the next day.
That's fine. At least I have a better building block than just trying to do it off the
It does
cuff.
help fix Ian and Cortez's basic knowledge.
Yeah, I was gonna
Like-
say, can I also annoy the shit out of Famine and be like, what's the word for? What's the word for?
What's the word for blank?
So
He just
Yeah,
repeats
I'm
it in
just-
English
whatever
anyway.
Ian learns, I'm just gonna talent it from him because Cortez is just gonna be spending
I will
pretty much
I
his
will
whole time practicing sword swing.
Okay.
I will get as much information on the demonic language as Famine will give me.
Okay.
We will go through the entire dictionary if he's willing.
Also, by the end
Oh,
of,
not this again.
of the day, also by the end of the day, you see the entire settlement, like you hear them off in the distance shouting war cries and seemingly departing to go find another town.
Oh my
Oh.
goodness. War is gonna
And
roll
they're
up with an
far.
army.
Yeah.
This could either work to our advantage or severely at our disadvantage, but you know.
Hey, listen, the way I see it, we don't have to deal with like all the minions and stuff of Thea. We can just head directly towards Thea.
I guess.
All right. So I will say another day goes by. You obviously don't have to worry about watches as heavily, but I'm assuming you guys would still take one.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys, if you need it, get another long rest. Athena, you can try again at the spell if you'd like. Roll me another mental
Yes.
on the next day in the morning if you'd like to use that 4 energy. Technically 8, but 4.
Oh my god, that's worse.
You see, Athena's like, okay, I think I just need to focus this magic portion, change these character runes around and characters. And you see, you try it, it is just entirely perfect translation, but it's in a language she does not know. She's like, I don't even know what English language this is.
what the fuck? She just kind of like was like genuinely confused on how she managed to do that.
And it's just translating everything to that language. And however, Ambrose and Ian can understand it for what it really well. They know the language.
It's
I
that
know what
language.
language it is.
You guys are just
this-
like look over at Athena in the morning. You're like, huh? Wait a minute.
Hello? No. This does not sound right at all.
It sounds fine to me.
Yeah, sounds
Athena
fine
doesn't
to me.
understand anything.
She's just thinking that she's hopefully saying the right words, and she goes, "You guys blossom bitches?" Not knowing what she's saying.
Bruh.
I don't know, man. I'm tired. I don't know. She just kind of looks and goes, "What?" 404 is like trying to understand.
Jeffrey tries to say, "Can you turn this off?" But it just turns up to gibberish, except for everybody except for Ian and Ambrose.
Hey, I think Jeffrey wants you. Oh wait.
Oh no, I was only putting it on.
Well, it kind of
Athena
affects everybody
today.
that speaks in an area around Athena.
Great.
Yeah, so she'll be able to understand both sides of a conversation. It's like a universal language around Athena in a certain radius. But right now it's fucked up and is translating everything to a language she doesn't understand. She doesn't know what she did, but she knows she has to at least go back to where it was before. She'll have to try again another day. But yeah, you see, as the day comes to a close, Ambrose, you start to hear this like flapping of wings, and you're,
Uh-oh.
but it's a little strange because it's like it feels farther away, but the sound is too large to be as close as you have to be even further. But it's this, and then you see as it a little bit later, you start hearing this slight humming and this whining engine noise. And then he realizes something mechanical, flapping wings flying towards you. But it's really hard to tell exactly how far it is because it's so large.
Hey, guys, I believe our ride is here. I say in Tharkari.
It's off now.
I know.
He says it to Ian then.
Ian will respond, W. Still
Athena
refusing to speak in English.
Athena looks really angry now.
Giving them the death stares.
So, like, how far though? Like, what are we thinking? Like, what timeline?
That's hard to tell.
Hmm. So it'll get here when it gets here. You know, I like that.
I believe it's near.
How
All right,
big
guys,
does
did you
Ambrose...
hear that? It's near. He says, still not speaking English.
Could you guys fucking knock it off?
What do you mean?
Jeffrey just puts a metal coffin around himself so he can't hear you guys.
Can I just like
I just
really
assumed they're just
quickly
playing around.
send like a headache to the two of them?
Doesn't really work on either, unfortunately.
Bro, you crushed my solitaire. What the fuck?
Good.
Assuming
what he's saying. is
Ambrose,
he's a dick.
Ambrose, how big do you think the dragon is? Like, just in guess. He was told it's large. A large metal flying dragon. By Arya.
Skyscraper-ish. No, this is based off of my assumption as to how big you like to make creatures sometimes.
Yeah. It's so then if that was the case, it's like 4 or 5 hours away. They got time.
Okay.
But he hears it very far off. And it gets closer and closer and closer and closer until it's deafening how loud the engines and the wings, kind of the creaking and turning. And Athena is starting to hear it, and then everybody else is starting to hear this. To everybody else, it doesn't even sound like flapping. It sounds like almost like giant footsteps approaching out of nowhere. Cavern shakes. And then you see a portion of a metal object so large it's hard to even perceive its whole being. You know when something's so big you can't even perceive its shape? That's how large this creature is.
Damn, boy, he's thick.
I don't know. If
And then
that's
all of a
dragon.
sudden, you see this eye that is a single eye on what you now realize is the head. And it scans around the opening, and you see the head is about.
The head is about a skyscraper.
Yeah. You see it turns and looks at you. It kind of does a scanning light. And then all of a sudden, you're enshrouded in darkness in an instant. And you see, you realize, Ambrose, it's the wing wrapping around you guys. And you see the eye blinks. All of you are forced to blink for a moment. And then you see that there is a couple figures standing on the ground in front of the eye. As if they appeared out of nowhere.
What the fuck?
You hear you see a demonoid with dark red skin with blown away silver hair and black eyes that's dressed a bit cleaner than the other two that are nearby. You see a slick backed red hair and soot colored skin with eyes that are very hard to see, as there seems like actual soot and stuff all over the body and the vest that they wear. And you see a smaller creature with no hair but a large pointed nose and big ears that carries dual guns on her back. It seems to be some kind of custom assault rifles. And the more you look, they all seem like mechanics, but also with these fucking giant weapons. And you see the cleaner looking one just goes, in English, mind you, I reckon you were the ones that we were supposed to reconcile with. Meat? Yeah, meat. I think it's meat.
Yes.
Yeah.
Meat would be the correct word.
What up, big dog?
I'm assuming our friend sent you?
What does big dog mean?
Cool person.
They kind of ignore you and they look at each other, and the other ones, they talk in demonic.
Oh god.
Did you see they kind of look at you? So, you guys are them. Blah, 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 blah. The small one just says something seemingly very confident in English, but it's just blah, 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 blah.
Yep, I agree.
Ignore them. But, you know the other ones? What do they look like?
Red hair.
Red hair, beautiful body, talking banging hips.
One of the girls.
Yep, that's right.
Small.
Wait, hang on.
With black hair.
What? Am I yeah, I didn't see the one either.
That's my girl right there, okay?
Oh, shit, fuck. Sorry, I didn't notice nothing.
Anyway.
Nah, it's okay, I know. It's an honest mistake. You're good.
Immediately starts, sweating. It's like...
I'm gonna step in front of Ian like this bitch. One of them is very small, talks softly.
And the other one's a janitor.
Well, he has a mop and a silver bucket on his head.
Janitor is the cleaning guy?
Yes.
Yes.
What?
Don't mind them. They think they're really good at at French. You guys, that's what we're speaking? We're speaking French, right?
English.
Oh, English. I always forget.
That's okay. Good. At least you know who we're.
And then what about the other two?
Edgy dude. And grandma.
Roll persuasion.
Pestilence? Pestilence.
Well, there's a reason I have to have Ian roll persuasion, because there's some things you don't know.
No, I know, but she's saying pestilence as if to try and help.
They look at each other. What about the pets?
The pets?
They have two pets.
Okay, I'm gonna shoot you straight. When we last
Don't
saw
shoot!
them,
Don't shoot! They like pull out their weapons.
Whoa, I'm not going to attack.
Oh.
What I meant, it's an expression.
Bad expression.
I'm going to speak honestly.
Blah, 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 blah.
The last time that we saw them, they did not possess any pets.
Can I question?
Well, they
really
should
quickly?
have my.
Oh, they have macula. They have a hellhound.
Oh.
We know that.
And what's the other one?
We
Why do we
don't
need
know.
quizzed?
We've already explained to you who we know, and the majority of the group. We don't need to give into specific. Oh my god, specifics. I'm sorry.
Speak as good as the other guy.
All right, good enough for me. My name is, or you can just call me George.
Can I get the pronunciation on the first one? Like a.
Kind of off.
I butchered it.
Yeah.
And
then this is mantra.
For Clotus.
He points to the red hair demon, and then points to the little one. And this is Vreach. Back Oakland.
Very.
That's hello. Thing.
Hello.
I got a bargain about it.
All right. Well, this is all of us, so we should probably get going quicker
All right,
or faster. Sorry.
let's
Oh,
go.
I am
He points at the
so
eye, and then all of you are forced to blink again, and then you are all in the interior of a sunken down pit that has like seemingly the head that has like ladders that lead up, and there's like different wires, and it's all like very steampunky, like welded together bits of metal, and this thing is huge. This is like the size of like a massive coliseum. Massive. And this is like, this thing has to be huge. It has to be a marvel of engineering. And you see the person that's apparently goes by George, who says, "Welcome to the band of the Metal Dragon. Whatever your names are."
Well, I'm Athena. This
Athena.
is Ian.
Ian.
This is Famine.
Oh!
Ambrose. And.
Didn't we meet Famine already? I thought we met Famine. Oh, that was
No.
Pestilence. Oh. Same name.
Pestilence is
Same
the
thing, right?
grandmother.
Oh, ain't no grandma anymore. Now they're a hot lady.
What?
Huh?
I beg your pardon.
White hair, looked like she could kill you just by looking at you. Big bluish black coat.
Yeah.
Yes, but not a smoking hot.
No, hot babe. No one's lady, right?
No.
Then smoking hot babe.
Famine?
Just my sister.
Oh, God no. God, Jesus Christ no. Well, unless we're in Alabama.
What's in Alabama?
Don't worry about it.
We don't talk about it.
Is that a food?
I ate it.
Is that canon?
You guys don't know what an
I
Alabama
like
is.
this one.
You see, you're looking up and you see that there is the head that is just attached to a long, thin metal appendage. With just a very creepy head looking down at you. It just plays an audio recording of, in Ashley's voice, mixed with Arya's, that just says, "Hey, hello, welcome, the Metal Dragon." It's like a weird AI voice between the two of them.
I'm assuming they allowed you to do that?
Ugh.
What?
This is a lawless land. Get with the times.
They were here. Wasn't that enough? Says in Ashley's voice. And the head pulls back and out of sight. Well, up on you get.
We go.
Climb up the ladder and you see more of this, like, under, like, probably the lower engineering section, that you now see the body of the spider creature. It has, like, weird spindly parts that can kind of extend out in any direction with the mechanics, but it sees like the main core of the body, and as well as connected to the head. You can see their organs are still being held in like these clear glass, super reinforced glass tubes, and like you can see their guts, their organ, their veins are all there. They're just moved around a little bit and inside the metal framework of this spider-like creature.
Well, that's Dimwall. They kind of run a lot of the back end stuff.
I see.
In Arya's voice, it's nice to meet you.
How's Jeffrey feel about that?
Jeffrey's just looking very like, what the fuck?
It's not the same.
Very unsettled. That's Dimwall for you. Yeah, I agree.
What?
Anyway, I'm supposed to
I
show you
also
the.
agree.
Don't know. You probably don't agree with that, but
No,
anyway.
I do.
All right then. I'm supposed to take you to your rooms. We got a lot of rooms. We have way too many rooms, really. There's lots of food in there. I'm gonna show you where the mess hall is, and then Captain Andrew should be by.
Okay, perfect.
But we'll let you get settled before we get down to business. We also gotta do some repairs. We got attacked by a fucking bitch.
Who?
A bitch.
That.
Well, I think so, sorta. That was a while ago. That was back with your friends. I'm talking about a different bitch.
Should we be worried about said?
Nah, they're fine. They dealt with it, and they I guess they like stole someone. He's like leading you down the hall of this massive flying ship, and you see it kind of shift slightly, and you realize all of the hallways after this main area are conveyor belts, very fast conveyor belts. So, with the exception of with Cortez and Ian and Jeffrey, who magnetized themselves to the conveyor belt, it's a very disorienting and nearly falling into walls experience for pretty much everybody, as they go way too fast, unless you're used to them.
Holding on to Cortez.
As you're like walking down, like, you know, like the airport, like conveyor belts. I guess there's conveyor belt.
The walkways.
The walkways. It's like that, but at 10 times speed.
Oh, these are great.
Around 90-degree corners and things like that too.
Clinging onto this man.
I need everybody
This is great.
would need to. So it's Ambrose and Famine to roll me in acrobatics, and Athena roll with advantage because she is holding on to Cortez.
Ooh.
Mm.
I'm rolling like shit
I mean,
today.
it's not an 11.
Said acrobatics.
I perhaps
Acrobatics, yeah.
also get advantage because of how I fling myself through portals.
Sure, I'll allow it.
Let's fucking go, dude.
Yeah, Famine is fine. Ambrose is fine. At one point, it feels like doing good, and then at one point, it hits her with a double 90-degree turn, and she just goes down a different hallway, losing like control, like hold of Cortez, and she just starts going off in a different direction. She starts trying to run back the other direction, but the conveyor belt's very, very fast.
You know, I'm just gonna let it take me. I'm just gonna sit down on the conveyor belt. Lower my point of gravity so it can't fling me as hard.
Yeah, you're fine when you're sitting down. You're just going where it's going. Cortez, you see Athena start going down a different hallway. Ambrose notices as well. Famine notices. You do not. She is gone.
Oh.
I'm just gonna sit down.
You can follow her, but that means you would diverge from the path that George is taking you down, and he does not seem to have noticed.
Bye, Cortez.
Is there enough, like, flying?
Nope.
Can I fly?
Nope.
No.
You will crash.
Just let it happen. You know,
let me-
Mirren would want this.
I mean, you
This
could
is
also
what
you could
Mirren
also
wanted.
say something and be like, "Hello."
Oh, you know what? That's fair. I could just talk. Wait, Cortez isn't talking. No, I'm just...
That's what he needs to.
I think this is
Oh,
a
yeah.
situation where he just let it
We
happen.
need to stop.
Why?
Athena went the other way.
He presses a button on the wall and and all the conveyor belts stop in the area, and Athena's like thrown onto her back. Oh, my bad. And they go pick up Athena. Why'd you go that way for?
I fell off.
Why'd you do that for?
I didn't do it on purpose.
I didn't know it was coming. I felt it.
Well, I guess pick yourself up and don't be so clumsy.
I'm gonna hold Athena tighter this time.
And you see that when you put your hand near a wall, a control panel for the conveyor belts just holographically appears when your hand is near it. And you can use that to control the conveyor belts in your area.
Can I make them slow the fuck down?
No, they have one speed. You can turn them on or off or change the direction. You guys start making your way back down.
Suck.
Oh, anyway, I was saying we got attacked by the Thea person, and we were just trying to stay out of the business. But then there were these robots that were like messing with things, and they were like trying to eat people, but like capture them, eating them. And then there was like this other lady that was like massive boobies, and they like stole her from Thea or something.
That would be must.
Yeah.
That's just to everybody.
She was nice.
I'm just waiting for the drool.
Not quite, but you could definitely tell he's thinking about something else.
Right.
As all of a sudden he catches himself and stops, and everybody like,
Oh, here we are. Nice rooms. Yeah, you can all have your own room if you want one. We got like 400 rooms in this bitch.
Bet.
I'm good. Clings on to Cortez further.
Is it like deafeningly loud inside of the?
It's
place
it's
as well?
much quieter inside. There's like a gentle
Okay.
hum in comparison. It's like a little loud. Imagine if Ambrose was on kind of a noisy subway, like but with your hearing. Like it would be loud, but it wouldn't be awful. No sharp sounds. There's occasionally like a slight like as like an energy thing goes off, but it's in the distance and it's not bad.
Okay.
Which is kind of a surprise. It seems like this could be awful, but it wasn't that bad. You do see, however, like down the hall, there's a door that's like completely bent out, and there's like a vent up above that is fucked. There's like scrapes on the
Someone
wall.
Oh, that was just a fight.
He says, catching some of your guys' gaze.
That's where they fought the things and won. But enjoy your room, enjoy some food, and all the cupboards and the thing you call the freeze is stocked. The freezes.
Fridge. Fridges.
The fridge. That's a stupid name. Anyway, I'll be back. Someone will be back later.
He's like just conveyor belts off. You guys have rooms? You go into one room. They're seemingly large, like suite
I'm
like rooms.
immediately gonna go into my own room.
Okay.
Away from everyone else.
Big bed, living room area, kitchen, dining room. There's like 2 beds in each room. A mirror, a bathroom. Everything's a little weird and not quite exactly the same construction you're used to in, normal Earth and things like that. But has basically everything you would normally have.
Nice.
Does anybody have proficiency in history that is not famine?
No.
History, yes.
Okay. Roll me a history.
If I cheat, yes.
47.
I have a +8.
There's something very strange in the construction. Not like strange, that's like strangely familiar. like a lot of this was probably human designed, but also some of it has like a vague, like it's good Jordan in some way. Nothing
Like
like
old good Jordan?
not old good Jordan, but maybe like just way some of the rooms and layouts and like design elements and artistic flourishes that are there are kind of remind you of like older Gajordan.
I take that into note, and I'll let Cortez know because I'm gonna steal him.
Gotcha. Steal Cortez into a room. Ambrose goes
Yeah.
into a room. Anybody else?
I'm taking a room.
Okay, Ian's in a room.
Famous stays outside. He's the dog locked outside the door. I'm kidding.
Well, I'm gonna go take a room, but, you know, if we want to talk and plan some shit, just, you know, like, I don't know how the doors work, if they got, like, an intercom or you gotta knock, but I'll be in this one.
As he's saying that, I'm going to investigate the door just to see if there is something similar to that.
There's a keypad. And it seems like there's a button on it that what he assumes just says, like, knock in demonic.
The keypad itself says knock.
There's like a button on it that says knock.
I hit the button.
You see that the
By the way,
door.
this is Jeffrey's room.
You see that there's a second, and then a light appears on your side and maybe on his side too.
What? We're doing this now? Like, I just got in here.
I just wanted to see how it worked.
Could have told me that before I closed the damn door. It does a little light in the room, and then it goes a little, like, a knocking noise.
All right.
Then I just walk away.
Damon, do you go in a room? You don't have to. You're more than welcome to go wherever you'd like. Damon? Crow?
Grow. He's dead.
Yep. Sorry.
Oh, there he is.
Rooms? We're on rooms? We're going to rooms?
Oh, do you want to go in a room?
No, I remember hearing food.
I mean, they all saying food was in the rooms.
I'm going in a room.
Gotcha. All right, as you all go in the room, I'll start with Ambrose. What are you doing?
I don't really know. I think he's just gonna sort of sit down and reflect on what's been happening, what's about to happen. He knows that we're in a hellscape, but do we have an idea of what kind of landscape that the rest of the party's sitting in? Do we know if they're like in a fiery area?
You assume it's in a warm, hot place. If they either started or were in the Concubitus ruins, but apparently they made their way down to the Bloodsea villages. He doesn't currently know much about the Bloodsea villages, other than that they're supposedly there.
All right. Can I astral project to just kind of spectate, see where they're at?
You could try.
I can
Certainly
certainly try.
A long way, but maybe do it.
All right.
No? Like double the length of the U.S. You do it.
I got this. What do you need me to roll?
We're gonna do an inspired action, unless you want to use your heroic if you have it.
Yeah, I feel like all of our combat is done this session, so I'll use my heroic.
No, I'm kidding.
Roll for initiative.
Surprise! Evil cockroaches.
Overpowered
Um,
evil cockroaches. Get it right.
Yeah. Plus 8 on the roll. Go ahead and roll me a faith or religion, please, with a plus 8.
Yes, sir. Faith. We're gonna do faith. Does a 50 do it?
No, actually.
Oh, well,
You just like
I tried.
you just zoomed into Mop's butt the whole time. No kidding. No, you see as you are focused on them for this moment here, you pull out seemingly into this dark expanse like you've done before. And then it kind of moves beyond that of it's somehow every color. It's somehow dark. It's somehow completely white, but you still see these strands. And it's almost like you focus on one strand as you almost slide into it, matching the current of whatever this strand is. And then as you move inwards, you focus on your party and you see them kind of from above, a little bit to the side, as you see that they are looking at the largest waterfall that Ambrose has ever seen, even in photos. This waterfall has to be bigger than any waterfall that even comes close to on Earth, except it's made out of blood. You see them seemingly contemplating on figuring out how to get to the top. You see the more beautiful form of now Pestilence being picked up by the Shinigami and jump to the top. You see Ashley get carried by Arya to the top. Mop picks up this large fiery scorpion in death, uses the help of Macula to teleport himself to the top.
Where did Mop get a scorpion?
He doesn't seem to want to carry the scorpion. The scorpion doesn't seem to want to carry him, but it seems like Ashley is making him do it, and she also refers to the scorpion as Hunter.
What?
We are not having pets.
A giant scorpion that's bigger than Mop and slightly on fire, by the way.
Oh god,
That's
it's a
not
massive
happening.
scorpion.
Yeah, this is a rideable. Ashley was riding it until she realized where they had to go, and they got off. They have this discussion. They get to the top, and Ambrose kind of like zooms in and follows as they're looking through this now open tunnel that has this massive amount of rushing water. And then they have this discussion of like how they're gonna get through, and Ashley starts to unwind her intestines and gives the rope to Mop, who's just like, okay. It's like, don't let me get rushed away. And Ashley dives in with a blood dash into the water past the current. And you follow Ashley in under the water as you see these massive blood monsters in the water. Seemingly live down here. Most of them don't have eyes, but have many mouths and different tendrils and sensors to be able to.
If they're blood monsters, Ashley's got it.
You see, she kind of has to hide from one for a moment. But then she focuses, and she does something Ambrose can't quite explain. Ambrose feels a shift in energy, slight shift in reality as ripples out of Ashley. And Ambrose in that moment might be the only person to have actually perceived it. But as a creature was coming towards Ashley, the creature just ignores her. Almost like she's no longer there or no longer something that it can eat.
Did Ashley manipulate the weave?
She might have. But then Ashley kind of steadies herself and heads back up. And then with the help of Mop parting the blood, Ashley makes a blood dome that they walk along the bottom, all of them, until they start making their way past underground, drowned, bloody cities, like a horrible blood version of Atlantis. But as they walk through, there's also vegetation and a full ecosystem in this blood sea. And Lust and Ashley talk about that Ashley was the one that drowned this place a long time ago when apparently Sadie had accidentally become super powerful after killing Lust, Wrath, well, indirectly Wrath, but Lust and Pride and Greed and others, and had tried to drown this place and create this blood sea.
to lose power. But they talk about the idea of creation is a sign of ascended power. And that's what Ashley is powerful now enough to do, is to create that change. That she intentionally tried to affect that reality, to get them through. And how that they might be planning, they need to hurry. They need to get to the abyss. Apparently, Thea is sending someone into the abyss to take care of Ari and Wrath. That they might be going down there to intercept or save. But Ambrose pulls away as the conversation comes to a kind of lull for a moment. Pulls back out. While you're taking all that information in the meantime, Cortez and Athena, what are you guys doing?
What is Athena doing?
She's laying on the, or she's sitting on the bed, kind of thinking. You know, it's strange. This whole place has, like, a touch of Gajordan. Did you notice that?
I did not. What about it is Jordan?
Like the design of it? Like it's like old Gajordan. It almost seems like
I don't know.
humans or human design was used for this, not demon. Not fully, at least.
I was planning on looking around a bit more. Are you
Okay.
tired or do you want to come with?
Shredder thinks for a moment. No, I think I'll come with.
Está bien.
I'm gonna stand up and I'm gonna walk with Cortez.
Okay. As
When
you
you start feeling tired, let me know.
I know. But right now I'd rather just be with you. If that's okay. Kinda like raises an eyebrow at him with a small smile.
He lightly smiles. Ever so slightly.
She will take his arm and she will follow his lead.
You guys head out. In the meantime, Ian, what are you up to?
I'm just, I'm thinking about Ashley, how much I miss her. In other words, doing absolutely nothing productive.
Playing solitaire.
Yeah.
I know Ian doesn't need to eat. He was told there's food. Sure, we'll get to that with Jeffrey and Famine, but
Honestly, he'll probably get to that soon.
but he has to get through his solitaire game first.
Yeah, but also he's probably like taking a mental break to kind of like process the absolute mess that just happened over the past like 2 weeks.
The tower, the prison, the Shinagamis, the implications of Thea's always watching, the weird message she had as you were departing, the eeriness of the abyss and the bizarre but kind of maybe interesting nature of the warring grounds, all wrapped into a less than a week package. Well, not if you count the full travel through Ishwathar, then it's been like a month almost.
So I'm just kind of, he's just kind of like laying in the bed, just like, yep, these are all things that happened.
All right. Famine, what are you up to?
Famine sort of just walks into the room, looks around, checks the place out. He takes the device or gave him and sort of walks to the center of the room and just sort of plops down crisscross, fidgets around with it, and sets it down in front of him and just breathes. Lets his bones get some air.
Oh, I really hate that sentence. Lets his bones get some air.
I love it. I just imagine like this weird, like deflating, but like this awful, like eerie. As he like just relaxes for a moment.
It's like a body is full of gas and it just opens.
And he's just gonna sit there for a while.
Gotcha. Jeffrey is, without knowing what the labels say because they're in demonic, trying a bunch of different snacks. Some of which he doesn't like. Some of which he realizes later he has to cook. Others he realizes has turned his like mouth and teeth like completely like a dark blue color. But yeah, that's what Jeffrey's doing, just for context, posterity. I will say, Athena and Cortez, you are begin walking down the halls. Conveyor belts occasionally trying to automatically turn on, realizing there's someone on top of them.
I continue to disable them.
Mostly just trying to figure out any information on how the ship works or its origins or anything at all.
Well, it
something that could prove useful.
seems like the majority of it, at least the area you're in at first, is just rooms and 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 rooms until you get to multi-purpose rooms and office rooms, and then you eventually come across what seems to be a mess hall. See, there is 2 people inside. They're not sitting near each other, but you see the mess hall itself is white and clean, and there's tile, and it's bright. Like, compared to the rest of the ship, which is like the gray and the copper tones and metal, this is like futuristic and very like cleanly. You see that they're sitting in one side of the room, right in the middle is a stocky, muscular demon with goggles and grease a little bit on their arm that they seem to be washing off actually at the sink, and then you see them begin to walk over to the table. And they have, like, opposed to, like, the others who have weapons, there's no weapons on her. But she has very powerful muscles, but she's not big either. She gives you off the aura of some of the other demon lords you've already recognized. She has a very cold, dead expression that as she walks back over the table, she sits down and looks at you, carrying a plate of delicious smelling but very curious looking food. She doesn't say anything, she just glares at you for a moment. You're not sure if she's glaring at you, if that's just her resting face, but she just seemingly ignores you and starts eating. While the other one is a very, like, unnaturally, like, impossibly thin demon with yellowish gray skin, with very flat facial features and pure white eyes. And they don't seem to wear clothing that, like, it's simple, but it doesn't fit their form. They have a couple, like, small weapons on their hip, and they're just picking at the food with their tiny needle-like hands. They kind of look up at you, but don't say anything either, but kind of keep staring curiously, but also nervously.
I
Athena
don't
will
say
wave.
anything.
Athena will just wave.
You see the small one wave, the other one kind of looks at you, like, gives you a really look, like you offended them somehow.
Athena will raise her eyebrows like, sorry, didn't know. Don't know if you speak English, you bitch.
Bruh. I mean, I'm gonna
Not
just keep
actually.
walking and looking.
Athena joins
I've
them.
no
You see,
intention
as you're, like,
of
leaving,
taking any time.
you see the muscular one just goes, "You know you want to be near your rooms. I'll need to collect you later, just so you can meet with the captain. Yes?"
Do you know
And how
how
long?
later?
When I am getting around to it and the captain is ready.
kind of look at Cortez, like, what do you want to do?
We'll head back for now then.
I
We
just do not
continue
want to
investigating
hunt you down.
afterwards.
I can, but I do not want to. Glares at you guys
Let's
until
not
you leave.
cause any unnecessary difficulties, Athena.
Sorry, can you repeat that?
I basically just said, let's not create any unnecessary difficulty.
She nods her head.
And
Why
you will
don't we
start
just go
walking.
rest for a bit then?
See,
Well, see you later, I suppose.
Doesn't respond.
Cool.
Ignores you.
There's-
Fucking
The,
bitch.
the whole conversation, Cortez did not look at them at all. He was just talking directly to Athena.
We love that. He's learning, but also not.
You see that as you guys head back, you don't see other demons, but you see as you kind of head back a slightly different route, you see like a glance of what seems to be a large like fuel cell room off in the distance. It has like a greenish glow.
Mm.
It's very interesting.
Like feels like this. This is like
Like
what
the engine?
powers, or
Oh, it's just like off in the distance. You see like what could possibly potentially power something, or maybe one of many, considering this is a very large chip.
keep that in mind.
As you guys head back,
Alright.
is anyone else doing anything? Are you
I bring him to
convening? Are you
Ambrose's room
talking?
and I stab him.
Stab him in the teepee.
I got nothing.
Jeffrey did mention he, if we're gonna meet up and plan it all, but that's up to you guys.
No, I'm just gonna furiously make out with Cortez. No, I'm kidding. I'll look to Cortez and
I
be
mean,
like,
at least that's something you could do.
we are actually the only couple that is together at this
All the
moment.
other couples got separated.
You know what? Maybe we should take
Jeffrey,
this
we're
away.
gonna have
Cortez,
to-
come here.
Jeffrey, we're gonna have to.
Famines right
Come here,
there.
big boy.
Everybody start making out with famine.
You know what?
Fambros.
I don't want to be eaten by famine.
It's Fambros
I'm
then.
gonna- I'm gonna turn to
It's
Cortez
just
again.
a kiss.
Wait a minute. Oh yeah, no wait.
It's
Doesn't
just
did
a
Ian turn
kid.
into other people? There you go. He's
There you go.
He
Right.
turns into Arya to come
Oh,
for
no.
Jeffrey. It just gives him
Oh, no.
PTSD.
No. God, no.
Athena will turn to Cortez and be like, "Do you want to take Jeffrey's idea, meet up with everyone, or would you rather just be alone?"
It's best that we are all together so we can share ideas and thoughts and ask questions if needed. So we're all on the same page.
All right. Well, should we meet in Jeffrey's room or collect the others and meet somewhere just in the middle?
Let's wait until we're done talking with the captain. Then we can have a discussion afterward.
She nods her head. She'll give him a quick kiss on the cheek. And then they'll head to their room and just wait until further instructions.
Sounds good. You see that eventually, after a bit of time, like 45 minutes to an hour, you see that there is like a knock on, starting with Ian's door. There's like a ding, 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 ding.
He will answer the door.
You see the blue-skinned, muscular, kind of like, she looks somewhere between an engineer and a scientist, but like she hates you, and she You need to follow me. We're going to see Captain though.
Sounds good.
And she goes to the next door, knocks on Jeffrey's. What? Oh, hi. What's going on? We're going to see Captain. You see that Jeffrey is like trying to cover his mouth. Ian, you notice it's also slightly blue. You have like a
Squints.
do you have like a toothbrush or something? I was eating. It's not necessary. Okay, sure. Dental hygiene is kind of, I don't care. Or, well, geez, lady. Goes over to Ambrose.
Sir, please step out of the room. We have you surrounded.
She opens the
Come out with your hands up.
She opens
Oh,
the door.
Zoom's muted. Lol.
She opens the door. Is Ambrose in there?
Ambrose is dead.
Ambrose is dead.
Ambrose has perished.
Wah,
He-
wah, wah.
Oh yeah, that's right. He
He
stabbed him.
evaporated into the ethereal energy that is the universe. Sorry, what were we talking about?
His door was knocked on.
Oh,
We're going to see Captain now. Follow me.
he'll follow. No words necessary.
Go over to Famine's door. Crow. Knocking on your door.
Flamin's dead too.
Sorry,
No.
sorry,
remember stabbing him.
sorry.
Ah!
So you're
Oh.
telling me that we can fight Shinigami's, a tower, of all these other demons, but when as soon as we encounter a bed, we all perish?
Yes.
I mean, you saw what happened when we encountered a mountain.
You know what? That's fair.
But your
yeah.
door- We're going to see Captain now. Follow.
Oh.
Last door goes on to Theta and Cortez.
Opens door.
Oh yeah, she opens the door.
We are going to see Captain now.
Cortez.
You follow me
We're
now.
on our way.
The flare belt starts going off. You can see starts leading you down a winding path throughout, like seems like from one side almost to the other of a like massive like football or sports stadium of some sort, like from one side to the other. And you see it actually is kind of curved like it, but like more like you're in the rib cage of a dragon. Or at least a giant creature. And you see that you get over to like a slightly upper deck area that's probably in like the neck area of the dragon, kind of like back where you were originally, but in a different spot. And you see that you are led up to a more normal looking door. It still has a panel on it, but it looks to be like a more rustic wooden door. And you see she doesn't knock on it. She just goes right in. And see, when you step in, it's like you're stepping into a piece of history almost. The place looks very Gajordan, like old school. Like for you guys, it would be like on like a couple hundred years ago in terms of Gajordan architecture, maybe even more, like 200, 250 years old. Maybe a little bit more. It's hard to say exactly, but it's like
For us, as in pre or post first hell trip.
this is a counting post, so like probably like 250 years ago. But yeah, you see that you are shown inside, and you see that there is a let me get my description so I don't fuck it up. You see a stern-faced man with a slugger's cap on his head, which Jeffrey immediately goes, and he kind of realizes the expression is not that. Maybe later, kind of thing. But it's chipped back just a bit to see his greasy brown black hair poking out in front. Just to the length of the brow, moving down the face. You can see his eyes are a dark red color, unnaturally so. But most notably on his face is the lower half. You see that he has a massive mutton chops that start
like just above the upper lip, go to the side, and then connect, like kind of like a walrus mutton chop combo thing. But you see where it starts, he is metal from that point below. So it seems like he's only organically human from the mustache up, which isn't very much in comparison. But you see wearing over that metal is a bunch of different captain's gear from different eras, like NASA, different era of like fighter pilots, and like just like normal like passenger pilots, and little like pins and lapels. A very eclectic, but like all over the place kind of captain. Even like there's like some pirate and sailor and stuff in there as well. It's kind of interesting to look at. You see, kind of straightens up in his chair, and you see there's like a few chairs, enough for a couple of you to sit down on the other side of his desk. But it's a decent enough room so people can stand comfortably behind. But you see the woman kind of stands behind him. You see he kind of leans forward and clasps his hands that are also made of metal and just says, welcome to the band of the Metal Dragon. My name is Captain Andre. I've been tasked with seeing the other half of your group. So I think it is time we contact them, yes?
Yes.
And then that, I think, where we'll end for tonight's session.
Wow, are we gonna contact them?
Yeah, we're going to start doing group sessions back and forth again.
Let's go.
Yep.
We back, boys.
So I am in needing to show up next week.
Next week, the 24th, we will have everybody back.
Wow.
No, don't do it.
We will.
No.
I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up 2 Discord channels, because I'll be hopping back and forth. For when we're conversating, we'll join together, of course. But I'm going to start with them a little bit to just push them to a point that they would actually receive that conversation. And then we can communicate, and then it will kind of be a back and forth. And we might split up again, depending on how things go. But their next session for sure will be group. But I'm going to let people know probably tonight, and I'll do a reminder on like Monday or something. But yeah, I think that was fun. I think it was cool.
That's
Let's
crazy.
go. All right. All of us should probably get like a voice changer thing where we just sound like we're talking to radio once we start.
But what if
all
it's from
together.
your perspective?
No.
And they need the
It doesn't
radios.
matter. Yeah.
Bruh.
It'll be funnier this way.
Kira just still uses the TTS.
Oh, I hope not. I hope he's feeling
That's why
better.
he dipped out. He was
It-
having a little bit sore mouth. But he should be better by next week, hopefully. Usually
Yeah.
2 stuff just sucks, and then it's better pretty quick.
Well, your mouth, I think, is one of the fastest
Mm-hmm.
parts of your body to heal, so.
Still
But
sucks
yeah.
ass though.
Mm-hmm. But thank you guys so much for playing, and thanks everybody for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.